What's up, Cracker? Oh, my neck is weird. It's because I hurt my neck sleeping on it last night. Oh, no. I'm prone to neck and back injuries. I, I'm no joke. I have the torso of someone who's 6'4", 6'5", and I have the legs of someone who's about 5'4". So I'm half a giant, half a midget. Oh God, it fucking sucks. I literally hardly can turn. I hurt my neck probably about 8, 9 times a year, and I go out for almost a week not being able to move my neck. All right. So what we need to do is stream and record yourself real quick, and then close everything out and play it back and see if you can still hear yourself. Did the overlay work better? Let me see. Oh my God, I can cheat. Look at the DMs thing. Are you doing dual monitor or single monitor? Ah, you little bitch, you need to get two. No, so what I was hoping for you to do is, so I want just the, make it so Fantasy Grounds literally covers your whole screen. And then, so what it's meant to do is it's just meant to cover that bottom action bar and the dice. And then, yeah, make Fantasy Grounds the whole thing. Then you can put the cameras over the text box. Everything but the bottom 4 lines. There should be enough room. And then what I could do is I can move that D20 to the upper right-hand corner. Because is it actually showing over your screen? Like, do you see, is that for when you're playing the game, is the dice over your character? Okay. Alright, so I can move it to the opposite corner because no one needs to see the options button. It'll literally take me 5 seconds. And do that. And take this and go right there. File. Export as. Replace. It's a little more. It's meant to be a lot more minimal. And then, can you get the overlays to go over that chat box? No, that seems like something that would be local to you. Alright, I'm about to send you the new one. There you go. Here's the new one. It'll have the flip dice. Because no one really cares about the options in the upper right. I literally guessed the size of that bottom bar. I'm surprised it was pretty much dead on. I can see your mouse clicking on things, but on the wrong thing because it shows Fantasy Grounds in the 4 parts. Pretty funny. Perfect. And if I get really adventurous, I can put dice by the sword in the bottom left-hand corner, but I thought it looked a little too cluttery. It's a Slurpee. It's all about ices. Because there's too much sugar. There's still so much better flavor, though. I just realized I had the perfect opportunity to use the character art I had for the other campaign and didn't. Oh my, where is this? I could have used this. Oh my god, I'm dumb. A barbarian cat that wields a hammer. I should have done it. Yep. I'll do my ancestral guardian one, or I can do the storm one, and he builds up a storm from all the static electricity he gets from being a cat walking around. He's like, you know, where like you rub your feet on the carpet and then touch someone. That would be his whole theme. All right, so it works. Too bad the characters from D&D Beyond don't match up. Yeah. I wish it matched up for this one, but there's no real way to really do that for all the custom characters that we have. You can't individually choose each source. You see people. What is NDI? Can we do NDI as people? Because you see it all the time where people do streaming and they have like 4 or 5 cameras of people across, like in different sections. They Googled the hell out of it. Have you seen this video? Might be a bit old.
Hello everyone, my name is Insane Gamer. I'm here for my first tutorial This one, I wasn't really going to make any tutorials.
Oh, he didn't update it more in
this
2017.
settings in here, so this will be like my preview sort of thing happening. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to. Go to add display capture. Where are you? Here we are. Now you can make sure this is like set to your main monitor or whatever you're running your webcam's overlay on, which we'll get to that. So we'll go main monitor. That'll do. Okay. Or when this comes up, just click OK. Now we've got that done. Now step 4. I've skipped a step, sorry. So step 4, we want to have that webcam overlay happening. So we want to go here, go to image. So we want to put webcam overlay. Now mine will be different, but this will be here. So I'm just going to click this one. It's shout out to them. I don't know who they are, but I just grabbed this off. So there you go. When this comes up, just click OK. And there it is up here. Now you can fiddle around and set it up and whatever size you want it to be at, but that's up to you. Now, step 5, you want to go to Windows Capture. So we go down here. Now this is an important one. Okay, you want to add this one as webcam 1. I'm naming it webcam 1, so it's easier for me to follow along. Okay, so we click OK.
How bad idea? Such a sexy little bitch right there. Mm-hmm. It's better than those 4 little ones we had last time. Actually, if you have multiple people connected, you should be. If you saw the other guy's overlay, the way that it looked like, I think you can, because he was pointing to direct locations on his screen to capture from at the time. I think it was screen capture that he might have used.
Okay, and this will come up. Now this is where I'm saying this comes in handy over here for me. This is Skype for me. Okay, so it will come up in here, window. So you want to click here and Skype will come up in here, or whatever you're running on your webcams on. Okay, so for me it will be where it is, photo gallery. So that's here. Okay, so pretend this is Skype. So we click here and then you just want to click OK. Okay, now this is it, right? This is what you're running on Skype. This is the trick that people are not seem to, I guess, see, or they're just missing it. All you want to do is make sure it's selected, hold Alt, and see down here in your little corner, you can just resize it. just to that little overlay section right there. Okay, just like that. Obviously it'll be a proper size when you actually have a proper set.
So what you should be able to do is when you have multiple people, you should be able to select certain sections from Skype at a time. But the main thing is people are not going to be able to drop their video. They got to stay on the video the entire time or else it's going to screw it up. The overlay's a little too small, you bitch. See what you did there? You unsized it, you uncultured swine. And? I'm little hoback, short and stout. Here is my middle finger and go fuck you out. Oh god, it's such a hideous beast. The other option we have, if you want, and actually this is probably a good idea, we could push your fantasy grounds to the right slightly and get rid of your feats, PCs, classes, and whatnot. No, it's still not going to matter because the camera size is still have to be a certain size. Like I said, I could put like an overlay part way over there. I don't know. Yep. You have something slightly overlapping your screen on the rightest side for some reason. You see what I'm talking about? And it looks like the Drowned Sailor's Cursed banner needs to move over just a tiny bit. Just the tiniest a bit. You just have a, you actually have a window, like if you look on the right-hand side of the stream, no, it's not that. It's on the right-hand side of the stream. You actually have a window showing up. It's like the very edge of one. Look on your stream itself, unless that's something that's showing up from mine. No, that's just on my screen. I'm done. Yeah, especially when there's multiple people on the call and you can choose a certain section of the program to display at a time. Like you can set, you can increase the size of an individual person to show up. Why are people not taking their fucking invites? And I have no clue how long the stuff I prepared today is going to last. It could be half a session, it could be 2 sessions, it could be 3 sessions. You guys, it's impossible to tell. Feral hogs tear through $22,000 worth of cocaine in Italy. Just imagine how strong those boars are. Your AC just turned on or something? That's the first time I've heard it. There, went away for a second. Where the hell are these people? It's 3 minutes till. Oh, look, it's there. Beautiful boy right there.
What? Oh, sorry. Oh, God, the camera's on. Oh, there's my bald, beautiful, big baby.
See if you can add the individual sections now on. Just as a test. So I know Lily's not going to have it, but Draz will. Oh, look, we got. Okay, so those. Who else? I'm drawing a blank here. Let's see. Of our party members, Kenai, Afro, Korskin, Farce.
What's going on, guys?
Okay, so we're gonna have one more person join. That's gonna be Sonia. So that might throw a little wrench in there when we have the 5th person. But you can try, see if you can add separate feeds for each individual person. So instead of doing one that you're putting there. Because in the video showing that he was selecting multiple cameras separately. Remember that? We learning. So if you guys take a look at the Twitch stream, we put a much more subtle UI. Tell me what you guys think.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Okay, so pretend this is.
So all I'm doing is it's covering the action bar on the bottom. That's all it's doing, so you can still see the dice.
This is it.
And
right?
The
just to that
channel symbol in the upper right hand corner is just covering the options, which no one cares about seeing.
Process.
Okay.
What was it? Windows Capture.
But the video is really old.
And then you just want to type in web.
What do you mean?
Just like that.
Like my video has been frozen on the Twitch stream for the past long time.
It's probably because he's still working on the capture portion right now. Right now, it looks like he's working on yours specifically. He's about to. Liquid just disappeared for a second.
Yeah, I was just having trouble with my outputs coming through the speakers. I'm just fixing it.
Oh, Skype, you have to individually choose the output for it instead of your overall one.
Yeah, no, it was using. I had the output for Skype using the headset, but the overall one was set to the speakers, so it was the other way around.
It looks like Doc Ketamine is frozen right now. Everybody's is moving except for yours.
It says it can't connect to my camera.
There. It was working earlier for you.
Let me drop and come back.
All right. So, what do you think of it, there, Drez? The new overlay.
I'm not impressed. With how much with how much money I'm coughing up, like I expected more, but I guess to each his own.
Look at that ugly little army baby. Oh, look at it. Oh, so ugly. For a second, I thought you were holding a bag of popcorn there.
I do have popcorn. I think I might adjust that.
Is it to roast while everyone else's souls burn in hellfire there? As Kenai sits there? Oh my god, I was able to get something. So, okay, what I want you to test right now is click off the program to make sure it's still updating the stream.
Seems to be.
Mm-hmm. So, just make sure when you click off of Skype as a whole, that it is still updating your sources. Then you see how Liquid jumps out and messes up the stream? So we gotta make sure everybody stays on.
That's terrible. He shouldn't do that, eh? That's just the worst.
Who's that Liquid
What
guy?
a dick.
Yeah,
What a
really?
It's like we should compare him to an Australian instead, just because it's so terrible.
Those Australians are so cool. Gosh, I love Australians.
I know. I love playing with you fucking Canadians. That's brilliant.
No, we're from Mexico, okay?
How's that war coming along?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're getting out there every day on your weekends and carrying a couple of bricks, just to build it a little bit higher.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've actually hand signed my brick,
Yeah.
so they know it's my contribution.
Yeah.
Bricks are so like 10 centuries ago. Our wall is built out of rusted metal.
Filled with anthrax because it comes near farm animals.
Okay.
It has a natural reoccurring thing from farm animals.
For all those NSA agents now listening in, because we said the word anthrax, we were making a topical political joke.
Yes.
And all of a sudden,
Oh my God! Stop!
FBI party man. They're watching you. Watch me. Oh, look at that. And we're going to have to redo it all once good old Docky Stock gets on, like the little dick monkey he is. All right, let me see if I can add him again. Okay. He was doing Netflix and chill instead.
Oh, the good part of my video is coming on. I got to put down my privacy screen.
There's like a good 20-second delay on the stream.
Well, we do that in case you say words like shit or fuck or ass or elbow.
Oh right, yeah, elbow. Yeah, that's rude.
Speaking of elbows, the overlay has the wrong characters in it.
We've already discussed this if you were here 10 minutes ago, gosh.
I was
really
trying
was.
to download these on my phone.
So, as we were discussing, if you really want, you're dealing, you want to try doing what we were talking about, where you just move it to the right instead?
How small can you make us?
I would like to
Might
be
get us-
this big.
Look, there's a wild lily, or wherever it is. Which side is it? A wild lily above me.
Yep. Lily's hanging out in your.
Yeah, I'd shrink us down so we just fit along the top, that top black bar, and it'd put us in the same order as our characters.
I'm not a character. I feel left out.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that looks good.
Oh, and I used all my A material already.
Oh, then just break out the D material.
There's no difference between the A material and the D material.
Alright, pull out the bad dad jokes.
Wait, did Lily just ask for some D?
At least it didn't include a 6-nip fox this time. Alright, let me see. What is your ETA? Looks like our Miss Sonia is getting her wagon work done right now.
They're working on
Is
the
it that
undercarriage.
guard from the other day?
What?
Is it getting worked on by that guard?
He says it's going to be about an hour. Okay. Yeah, I can do a little bit without. Just a little more than an hour is going to kind of screw you guys over. Alright.
I can just go back to filling in the backstory of my game from last night for the group next week. That's cool.
Alright, I'm going to go grab a glass of water and get this starting to get real soon.
Why are you all
guys,
5th level? When we leave, we leave level 2.
Yeah, exactly. Think about what you want for level 3 if it comes up, just saying. Like your spells and things like that. You can have like 5 minutes to do it.
RP. Who is RP? Oh. Oh, you're just an icon for me for some reason. Oh. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Your beard is glorious.
All right. What's going on, suckers? All of you guys, no, Var still needs to do his preparation. So is Gorshkin.
I'm not even in there yet. I'm
No, I don't.
upgrading Fantasy Grounds.
I know why you keep saying you're not a prepared spellcaster. You are.
I don't do the whole. I add all my spells, and I choose which ones are prepared. I only put in the ones that are prepared. So what you see in there are what I can cast.
I think you got one too many then.
No, I don't.
Is one of those an ability, not a spell then?
No.
Because it's your class level plus your modifier, so it should only be 6. And I can't count.
No, you cannot.
Does Gorshkin not have cure wounds? Just curious. What spells do you have prepared? It should be your half your cleric level plus your wisdom modifier. Or what is it? Let me see.
Actually, the night guard from the first.
Spellcasting, clerics.
Wow, Legacy. Wow. This is truly a masterpiece.
Choose a number of cleric spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level. Let's see, preparing. Yeah. Cleric level plus your wisdom modifier. So you should be able to do 4 spells prepared. Yeah, okay. I'm guessing Searing Smite and Shield of Faith are your other 2. You know, you could add every spell and then just go to preparation mode and put the checkboxes next to the ones you have prepared.
Ah, fuck that.
That way you don't have to go searching for them every time.
That's so much more fun.
It's pretty easy just to whip up spells and drag across the ones you want.
Yep.
Alright. You guys ready?
Almost. I'm just waiting on this updater. I've got a different fantasy grounds I can use, so I'll just jump in with that. Hang on. You just have to give me your IP address again. Or your alias.
I will have to type that to you because I don't want to say it over Skype or Rooney.
Oh, excellent.
It's 1,
Actually, could someone else type it to him because I don't even remember what mine is.
3.
Silver always remembers mine for me.
What are we typing? Oh.
I was trying not to do that while it was being streamed live.
Everyone join!
Oh my god, where
Jump
did all
in.
these people come from?
Yeah, you'll need to type it to me because I missed that. Something about... I won't repeat it.
I'm going to type what I think it might be. I think it's that.
Yeah, you both sent me the same thing, so...
Wild Lily has coughed.
I wasn't sure. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
That's right. We at least know you're alive.
Don't die.
So it's definitely a lot more interesting last time when we used the cameras when we were doing the Humblewood. Trimmer, Liquid wasn't there for Humblewood, right?
I wasn't, sadly. I was gutted. I so wanted to play a beaver.
I should have. Drez, I should have played. You know that picture of the cat I have with the hammer?
No.
You don't remember it? Oh, let me link it in chat.
I think I remember it.
If my character dies, I already know what I'm playing. This is what I'm playing. A barbarian cat.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Could you release Redicus?
Oh, sorry, we deleted him 7 times. It's owned by you. It says,
That's a magical.
it says
amount,
it's owned
too.
by you. You just didn't use the same name.
I logged in as a different... Yeah.
There you go. I'm starting to put the name of the server next to what it says now. That way I don't forget which one's which. So I'll be like,
Yeah.
Skratching, comma, liquids.
I do that.
Yeah, I
too.
do that.
When I
I do
started
something
seeing
similar
you
to
guys do that, yep. I saw you guys do it. I'm like, those son of a bitches.
It's just such a poor design. They could have done it a lot better.
There are a lot of things they could have done better in this that just make it easier overall. The sad thing is, I really prefer just doing even just the playing in person portion of rolling the dice myself and just how easy it is to look at my own mechanics. Sometimes I kind of miss that. Not having to set up like, oh look, I got everything set up correctly. Okay.
Somebody's underwater.
Is it me?
Say something again.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there's like a background noise.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's not mine. That's Invaders. I don't have. Oh, my neighbor's heater kicked on. It's outside my window.
Okay.
So, you're from under the sea. Under the sea. Alright. Who is not ready?
My food's going to be ready in 17 minutes and 20 seconds, but
Is it, did you order it or is it DiGiorno?
it is chicken pot pie in the oven with extra pot.
So, Draz is ready. Liquid's ready. Doc's ready. Is Invader ready?
Oh.
I think how he. And what about Lily? He is disconnected.
I shouldn't be disconnected.
From the game you are. It says Lily Scratch. There you go. Now you're back.
Yeah, that happens a lot. I'm going to see if I can double log in with my laptop and see if it's my computer or my cable run causing the issue or if it's something ISP side.
Alright. Okay.
So you might see a random person join the thing. That's just me, honestly.
Alright.
Oh my god, Skype has subtitles and they're fantastic.
Does it pretend to do subtitles?
No, it does it real time.
Gobbledygook. Goopity
You
goop.
can turn it on in like one of the settings in the corner. It's awesome. It got gobbledygook goop goop. It was awesome.
But you say awesome as in accurate awesome or hilariously inaccurate?
It is very accurate except for you.
Lily. Liquid, even though he's got a much different accent.
Really strong Kiwi accent.
He's over there doing his haka, and they're still understanding him.
Yeah, just so you know, it'll show that I disconnect and reconnect probably about once
Hey
every
John,
2 to 3
it's
minutes.
not fuzzing out your kid. Because your head was near it. So just for warning's sake there, Drez, when your head goes near your daughter, it was exposing things that should not have exposed to the public.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
Alright.
But your dog is fuzzed, so.
Just tell him to get out of the view.
Yeah, she's
Get out of the room!
she's just staring at me like I'm not yelling at her to go upstairs.
I don't understand. I'm waiting until I'm 15 so I can yell really loud. Alright, So, ready to go? Ryan, ready to put us live for the recording portions? Alright, everybody, welcome back to another session of Drowned Sailor's Curse, a homebrew by myself, DM Skratching. We have with us today Ephraim, played by Lily, Kenai, played by Doc. We got Radicus, played by Liquid, Gorshkin, played by Invader, and Varus, played by Drazzer. Our last session we had, you guys went back to the Traveler, or it was actually, for majority of you, it was the first time you met him, and had your fortune read, where he revealed to you a very mysterious future or possibility that you may or may not do. Later in the session, you guys infiltrated the governor's manor under the disguise of either being a butler, a ship cleaner, or a entertainment in the form of a barbarian that was dressed as a clown that spun pianos above her head. While there, you were tasked with investigating to see what the governor was up to, because Kroll, who is your current benefactor, suspected that he was having an affair. He requested that the party obtain any evidence as proof and anything else that might help him along the way, that he would return with you some gold. During that time, you guys found some notes, some a little more bloody than others, at which point you guys decided to poison the entire party, possibly killing a few people. You also beat up the Baron and broke his face. Someone impersonated the governor and in blatant supply ran naked across the floor to the point where the personal guard of Marin Shea, who was the senior advisor to the king, had gone up there for whatever reason. You don't know unless you had read the letter. And he was put back in his place multiple times because he was acting like a buffoon. It was then you guys overstayed your welcome and your location while Sonia was doing distraction, and you guys had to exfiltrate from the from the governor's manor. Some of you guys came out a little worse for wear. One of you guys is actually at 4 hit points right now. Some of you got felt up by a guard. And all while this was happening, Radicus was recovering from a stomach ache because he ate a loaf of French bread that was so pure, the maggots and worms that he has in his intestines could not handle it.
Yeah, that was...
So if you guys check your inventories, I have placed items that you have found throughout the manor from what I could recall. You can click on them. It'll either give a synopsis of what was written on it or a link to an image that actually shows. So when it comes to time for you guys to speak to each other, you can reference the said documents. So just remember that. I will say that one of your party... Let me check her things. Let me check Sonia. Sonia does not have anything in her inventory. So... all of you, except for Radicus and Gorshkin, had decided to wait until it was 8:40 at night as the latest time possible that you would wait for anybody else. So one by one, you guys had gone outside and gone to the gate, and the first person was Sonia, and she hid in the bushes. And about 10 minutes later, this really weird-looking human butler came out and was almost attacked by the barbarian orc until you made it known that you were not in fact a human, but Varus in disguise. A couple minutes later, Kenai came around, and there was a joyous party between all three of you. Very last was, let's see, 1, 2, Ephraim, which you guys saw walking down the road. He had a black eye, a broken nose, and he was bleeding out of the mouth. In front of you is a very large, well, no, in front of you is the town, and let me pull up my notes here. So, anybody else have anything to add about 2 weeks ago's events?
I'd like to know why I have ladies' underwear in my inventory. I thought that stuff fell out of my bucket.
You can delete that then.
All right. I mean, I'm okay with it. I was just curious.
Unless you had it secreted somewhere else on your person.
No, I kept other things in my crotch pocket.
Okay. You had kept the Baron's seal and the blackjack for one very large tripod. So, from the bushes, you see thick billows of fog rolling into the town of Oldhelm. What remains of the streets are completely void of people, which is odd for a city to be at 7 o'clock at night. The longer you sit in the bushes, the thicker the fog becomes. Even now, it is nearly impossible to tell where the entry to any buildings is in front of you.
Oh shit, we're in Barovia. Oh no.
What do you wish to do?
If we're all together, I'd vote for.
So at this point, you had stated that the latest that you guys would wait was till 8:40 at night. Actually, sorry, 6:40 at night, which it has passed. Gorshkin is not with you, and neither is Radicus.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Gorshkin did not actually make it out the gates until 19 or 7:10.
I say we head back to the crawl.
And I will do yours. We'll do yours slightly afterward, Gorshkin, so don't worry. As you walk from the grass to the cobblestone in the bushes, the road is eerily quiet. The city puts you at unease. The first footfall on the hard surface echoes, loud like a drum reverberating off the surfaces of the city. As you walk forward, you find yourself recognizing less and less of the town. You're unsure if this is due to the fog, or maybe you took a wrong street. As Keen Eye is going for gold.
What?
You guys keep going into the town?
Where's everybody, guys?
And as you say that, your voice it seems to reflect off the ceiling, if there is one. It's like the sky is just reverberating the sound back to you. The different buildings your voice is bouncing off of as well. It's kind of eerie.
Where are we out of the enclosed portion of like the estate and back into regular town?
Correct. You're on the main road leading back to town right now.
Right.
But the street that you're currently on, you're not sure if you recognize it or not. Maybe you took a wrong turn. You don't know.
Does anybody know where we are?
Can I attempt to see if I recognize where we are?
Yeah. Give me a survival check in the tower.
Oh my. Survival.
So, you may have gone down the street before, but You don't think, from where you've walked so far, you don't remember it being here.
Okay.
And that sound is really kind of weird.
As you're saying that, the sound bounces back at you as well.
Yeah, I know. I said the sound is really kind of weird.
Kind of weird, kind of weird, kind of weird.
Who stopped that? Hey, Ferris.
Yes.
Your little guy there. Your little elemental guy. Can he be other elemental stuffs?
Yeah. What do you...
Can he like fly around and see if there are people around, or if we can get our bearings?
Do I see a break in the fog up above us, or does it extend out pretty far?
About, at this point that you've been walking for about 5 minutes, the fog is so thick that when you place your hand in front of your face, it's almost like you're putting it through a very thick, like, split piece soup. You maybe, at most, can see details out to about 4 feet right now.
Has anybody got a torch?
No, because you left it all behind.
Is any of the stuff I picked up glowing? I opened my pants and looked down.
It's not glowing.
Okay.
Good try, though.
Everybody else look at your pants.
Does our wizard have anything that they wish to add?
No, I don't think so. I don't really think I have much, if anything, I could do.
Alright. So. Alright. The town's definitely giving off an eerie about. You guys wish to proceed forward?
I'm going to call my elemental to me, and I'm going to change it.
2. Alright. So it starts to let out a glow. Instead of seeing about 4 feet, you can see about 4.5 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright.
I wasn't really looking for light. I was more for what it's...
But you definitely can see him from a longer distance if you step back than it would be just an unlit object.
Okay.
So he's kind of acting as a beacon for you in the party.
Alright. I'm going to make it go back to its medium size.
Okay. So you guys notice that this tiny little torch that was hovering above his corner all of a sudden just grows and sitting next to him now. And it's just sitting there like...
Yeah, it's only one way to get through this. I'm not... we're running from the mansion. I don't think we'd just be sitting here, so I say we push forward.
Alright. You guys gonna talk to each other about the events that happened to you?
In a better circumstance, sure.
Yeah, I don't know that this is the right time to be chatting. There could be something right there.
Alright. You proceed to go forward.
I'm gonna try and move stealthily.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Are you proficient in stealth?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Then throw it in the tower. Alright. As Kenai doesn't know this, but Kenai, you stop hearing the footfalls whenever he is walking, but you every once in a while hear a slight sound, but that's about it. Alright, as you go forward, the rest of you buffoons, the sound's definitely starting to echo. And at this point, we will switch over to Gorshkin. Gorshkin, you have escaped the Baron's Manor, or the Governor's Manor. And in front of you, you see thick fog rolling into the town. And you can see at this point maybe 30, 40 feet in front of you. You don't have any on you.
It solves everything.
So I'll give the same description to you. So the longer you sit here, the thicker the fog becomes. Even now, the fog's rolling in, covering entryways to the different buildings. And for you, since it's later, the fog now meets where the grass and cobblestone are, like, touch each other. He's gonna walk into town. What you gonna do? Okay. So as Gorshkin goes to give his nightly prayers to Deltrind, the god of the forge, he finds himself walking down, and his heavy. Do minotaurs have like hooves? Okay. So your hooven feet, hard to hide that sound, by the way. It sounds like a little a gimp horse is walking down instead of having 4 legs. It has 2 down the street, and it's just vibrating off the ground like. And as the further you get, it sounds like the sound is coming from above you as well. And now you can't even see the doors. Exactly. Just because you're just hearing the sound. The sound is reverberating off your footsteps are reverberating off everything. And as far as you can tell, there's no one here in town. Everyone's gone. That's already been asked, but no. As far as you know, it is. As you walk. Okay. Okay. So as you walk forward, you find yourself recognizing less and less the town. You thought you were on the main street. Now you're in a side alley that you thought you went through one time when you were behind the inn. Nobody so far. All right. Are you walking like a normal pace, a steady pace, like a fast pace, or a slow pace? Okay. So we're gonna switch back to the main group now. No, this is not what happens when the DM loses the town map. This is when the DM has something in place. All right, switching back to the main group. As you walk forward, stone turns to sand. You look behind you. The town's there, but it seems to be stretched out a little bit. You look forward, and you find yourself facing a tent at the edge of a river. It might have been here before.
Okay.
Are you gonna do anything, or do I have to narrate every one of your steps?
I mean,
so the fog is cleared up. In front of you, you are on a sandy surface. You hear the trickle of water. You see an empty tent in front of you.
You see a goblin with his boots held in one hand, kind of walking sneakily in socks with holes in them. And he looks kind of silly because there's no fog anymore.
But when you look behind you, you do see the streets, but it shouldn't be there.
Well, it's the same.
this tent-
Go ahead.
Say
Go
Lily?
ahead.
No, go Lily.
I was going to ask if this looks to be the same tent that we talked to the traveler at.
It is one, in fact. But, strangely enough, instead of the tent being filled with that magic wonder, it's actually empty inside, from as far as you can tell. Who would be more of a lookout type person right now?
Well, I'm probably me.
All right, give me a perception check there.
All right.
Holy shit, you rolled high. Are you looking into the tent, or what are you doing?
I would ask somebody else to look in the tent so I can keep an eye outside.
All right. So you notice that when you turn around, a certain section of the area is leading back to the town through the fog, but the rest of it is normal, off to the side. When you walk around the edge and you look to where the town should be, it doesn't exist there. When you walk back in front from where you came, you're definitely looking back into the town.
Okay. Did anybody eat anything weird in there? Or smoke anything weird in there? Or like stick their hands in really nasty toilets? Because I'm seeing shit. Like the town disappears when you turn a corner?
I'm freaking out, man.
I'm ringing out!
I did get hit in the head pretty hard. I don't know how much I trust what I'm seeing.
Give me a perception check there, Ephraim.
One moment, I'm juggling mice.
He's so fancy, he has
You
2
said
mice.
perception?
Yep, put it in the tower. Alright, that's another Hamlet. So as the wind blows, you hear the flapping of pages coming from the tent. Clearly paper rubbing against paper.
I investigate the source of the sound.
So as you walk closer, and you pull back the entryway to the tent, you see a solitary note attached to a book.
Alright, I read the note.
Alright, as you pick it up. Alright. First thing that you glance at is a note. It says, in very archaic handwriting, "What you seek lies beneath the jewel of Solitatum. Once the streets have passed, now forgotten, to the waste of civilization and progress." I will paste that in. As you flip over the paper, you find a small leather-bound book in a slightly worn condition. The cover, once vibrant, is now faded and looks quite boring. The only letter markings appear are the title, which is The Lost Knowledge of Ende, authored by Ratnik Fizzleforth.
Does any of that mean anything to me?
Give me a straight-up intelligence check. Or history. Or history.
Intelligence or history. It should be the same.
You would definitely know, in your studies of the arcane and your exceptionally long lifespan, that the jewel has sometimes been referred to as the city of Mercatar. A town that has strived for many, many years and has actually built upon itself, structure upon structure, as sand has buried it lower and lower.
I'm trying to do so much.
Is there anything else?
Anything else where? What are you referring to there, Vars?
The tent itself, like.
So when you look inside, from the outside it looks like a pretty normal tent, but from the inside it looks like someone went a little bit of the extra mile, and it's got someone had hand stitched in golden stars with like a yellow thread. Someone was clearly here the other day, and Kenai, were you able to hear us? Everything that was going on while you're getting your delicious pot pie? You're muted right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, just making sure. Alrighty. Does Kenai have anything to say about this?
So I see Varus stick his head in. Is it still like a huge universe in there?
It just looks like some dude stitch a bunch of stars in there. It's kind of weird.
Huh. And there's no food out here. Yeah, we're definitely in some darkest timeline. There's no tasty breakfast meats.
And Gorshkin, we're switching back to you. Gorshkin, as you walk forward, you too go from cobblestone to sand, and you see the party standing around a tent, holding, while your wizard elf friend is holding a book, staring at its cover.
At this point, I'd probably crack open the book and scan what's inside of it.
Alright, let me read you a little bit here. As you flip through the pages, you find yourself being bored on theories of the knowledge that must be contained within the great library. In the opening chapters, it mentions trying to find a way to merge magic with technology to create a being worth of Ende himself.
Is that some kind of dwarf elf book?
I don't know. Could be. I pocket the book for now for a more in-depth perusal at a safer location.
Okay. So Gorshkin has just arrived. You guys see him step through that foggy gate.
Hey, did somebody order a fat cow? Oh, I thought I heard a fat cow in the fog. I'm sorry. It's good to see you, big guy. It's still going on. Come over here and then look back in the town. It disappears. Ah.
Do you wish to show him the note? So you guys have the notes to share if you wish. You guys did find quite a bit of stuff. Might want to talk about it before you return it to Kroll.
I didn't find anything.
You do have something in your inventory. Someone gave you... look at your second item. That was something that you had taken from the Baron's office. I went back through the video and I watched. Second item in your inventory.
I remember Varus getting a rapier of some sort.
Nope. I'm looking at my inventory right now. I don't see anything.
Blood-written note.
Ah. Did you guys find anything?
Well, I found and I started reaching into my pants. I found a family seal, which just got from the Bane family. You know, the thing you stick in wax and stick on paper. And I stole some clothes from the governor, and I found a ring inscribed with a D and a B on it. And but that's around my cock right now. And I found some. I don't know if you guys know what they are. Basically, you put explosive powder into them and you point them at people and you shoot and they explode and then kill people. They're called firearms, but I have some broken ones. I found some while I was in there. Yeah, it's very. I never. It's like a magic wand, except it's more likely to blow up in your hand than not.
All right. All right.
So I did find something. Yeah. Let me see here. As I sift through my pockets, I kind of dig real deep, real deep. I went, there it is. All right. Yeah, I got this note. I found it in the and where'd I find the in that office, right?
The note?
Yeah.
You found it in the northern office on the first floor. If you had to take a guess, it might have been the Baron's.
All right. Yeah. So, I think it's addressed to the Baron. It says it's written in blood. Of all things. They should have access to ink, but hey, to each his own. But it says you failed us. You promised a vessel, but did not deliver. You have one more moon until we take what we should have from the start. And but it doesn't have any signatures or other markings on it or anything. So, and then I found this shipping ledger as well. Just a typical shipping ledger. So, I'm not really proficient in any of that. Trying to make sense of it. So I'm sure Kroll maybe know what to do with it.
All right.
I found it in his in the area that he would most likely be.
You remember finding that piece of paper center on the desk and every other paper in his office having been thrown to the ground.
And I can't remember. Maybe I should have written it down. Maybe I did. I'm sure I got notes, but the conversation. Remember when I was cleaning up and I leaned in close to listen to see if I heard anything? They were saying something. Do you remember what they said or no?
Who are you listening to?
I was listening to the Baron and his guest that he invited. They were in the office.
You remember hearing? You were overhearing. It was actually the governor and Marin Shea when you were in that room.
Oh, okay.
And you remember overhearing something along the lines of getting the governor back on track.
Oh, okay. And then the lady, the lady that was invited there, she was mentioning something about getting the Baron back on track. So, governor. Sorry, governor. So I don't know. It seems she seems pretty shady to me. I don't know, or maybe she's just there on business. Who knows?
As you guys look, that one fog portal closes, and another opens, and it appears to be the basement entrance to the Down and Out.
Wait. Look at that. That's where we need to go. Wait, let me try something. I tell a little story about the business I built in the hot spring, charging people too much for a natural resource where they can sit in hot mud and water, and like maybe does a portal to my to Skinty Craig open up?
Unfortunately, not.
Damn it!
This appears to be out of your control. Do you guys wish to go through it, Gorshkin and all?
I mean, if it's leading to where we need to be, I mean, sure, why not?
All right. So you guys,
What's the worst that can happen?
you die.
I mean, well, there's worse things than death.
So you guys step through, and in one quick step, you're no longer on the sandy beaches of where you met the traveler, but are in fact standing at the entrance to the basement. And you can hear clearly the audible sound of a rat screaming in pain, going, "Oh my god, it hurts! It hurts!"
It's like, yeah, it hurts. There's so much. Oh, it's sore. You should really pull that out.
Oh dear God!
Don't go in there.
And you hear smash, smash come from the basement doors that are
I think they
currently
need
closed.
private time.
So smash, pull it out.
So you open up the doors to go to the basement. You go down the steps after a long day of working, but actually infiltrating. And you see Smash, who's got what to him is a tiny little washcloth, but to the rat is probably about 3 times large as him. And he's wiping his forehead very gingerly with this wet cloth, as the rat is still eating a piece of the bread that is making him sick.
It's so yummy, but it hurts.
And you would just hear this. You can hear this audible, and then this passing of gas coming out of his butthole.
Oh, that feels much better. I better have some more bread to fill up the hole.
As
He's
Bars
still got-
walks away.
He's still got about a quarter of this loaf. Okay. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see Kroll pacing back and forth nervously. He turns to Smash and goes, "Keep him quiet. What's taking them so long? The party ended a long time ago." Smash lifts his large hand, points towards the party, and he goes, "Smash?" Kroll responds, "What do you mean they're down here? I would have heard them, you nimwit." He looks up and he goes, "Praise Nollis for your return."
Seemed like you were about to talk some mad shit there, Kroll.
Well, you were supposed to be back 3 hours ago. It's midnight right now.
Look, okay, if you were there to see all the shit that we were going through, then maybe you'd have a little patience.
What day is it? I grabbed Radicus and started shaking him. What day is it? Is there time?
It's been like 3/4 of a loaf day.
There's still time to change.
Give me a good old intelligence check there, Kenai. You can do that in the open.
All right.
So with Kroll mentioning the fact that it's midnight, you're very confused because you know that you left that party at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
and you've only been walking the streets for about 20 minutes.
I mean, maybe we did smoke some stuff.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I lost some time in there.
You've got missing time. You were probably probed.
But it sounded like you were being probed by Smash.
Smash has got very gentle.
All right. So Kroll turns to you guys and he goes, So, were you successful? I've been hearing to this rat complain all day. And, oh, God. I wish he was dead because he works worse stench than a 7-day-old corpse out of his sphincter.
That was your mum who dropped by. It wasn't me.
My mother was a very lovely human woman. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, if you've got a bucket, I could clean up his night soil.
Unfortunately, nothing's come out.
And grab a Bradicus's bucket. And
His bucket.
It's my bucket.
His
Don't
bucket.
take the bucket.
I put his bread in the bucket.
Oh, that's what's wrong. I should have left it in the bucket for a little bit longer.
So, Krogos, what took you so long?
I honestly don't know. We went somewhere else that was foggy, and then came back here magically. It was bizarre.
There's no fog in town right now.
I know, right?
You must have had mushrooms or something.
Maybe they ate the bread.
So, did you get any information as to who the governor is cheating with?
Let's see. So Lady Bane.
Of course, good. Look in your inventory. That's what you're getting paid to do. The love letter. All right.
But that's a picture of an orc and a picture of a cow holding hands.
Excuse the grammar mistake that I didn't realize I still had in that note, but that's what he hands over. Yeah. Oh, to my dearest Izzy, when will you leave your wife? You promised me that you would. If you won't leave her, then send that woman away so that we can be together. Just think of the things I can do for you if we don't have to go sneaking around. Love, Q. And on it, there's a lipstick kiss.
Well, Lady Q, and so this is stuff that Sonia found. I don't know this. Never mind.
I have to.
I
I have to
might
add.
have an idea.
Hold on. Oh, you might. Oh, adding Doc again now.
Let's see if I can bring up that list of nobles that you sent me. What was it? 6 months ago. Here it is. Now, would you have me make a roll for this, or are you just going to let me hang myself?
Alright. Well, it's right in there what you had typed back. Let me scroll up a little bit. It's literally... You have a couple people on your list that have the name Q.
Yeah.
You may have to redo your video input there now, Invader. Because we got a late bloomer. Welcome to the stream, Doc Stockton, who plays Sonia, the ever-intelligent barbarian.
Me, I'm smart. Me, I'm smart.
So, Sonia, you had gone with the rest of the crew. And when you walked into the town, everything turned to fog. Found yourself going down side streets that didn't seem to be in the right place. And you then found yourself on the beach where you had met the traveler.
Where the hell you take us?
Ephraim found a book inside the tent that was written by a man named Ratnik Fizzleforth. And the book was about Inde, who was a deity, and his great library, which would have really not interested you. But attached to the note was the words, "What you seek lies beneath the jewel of Salutatum, once the streets of the past, now forgotten, to the waste of civilization and progress." And one of your party members mentioned that they thought that might be the town of Mercatar.
Mercatar.
Which Sonia has a very, very much hate relationship with, as far as I remember. Another portal appeared when you turned around after discovering the book, and the party found themselves back in the basement of the Down and Out. They're now conversing with Kroll, Smash, and a very flatulent rat.
Hello. Welcome back. Were you successful? Did you get to the governor?
So Kroll takes a look at the note and he goes, "This is exactly what I'm looking for." He goes, Q. He goes, "Well, he wouldn't go for the ugly one, so it's gotta be the good-looking one. That's probably Cove Vane. Very beautiful lady."
You told me it was Vizen.
Oh,
that
Vizen,
you,
yeah.
Spelled
Quote,
it,
yeah.
that you
Quote.
spelled it wrong.
Yeah. Cove Vizen. She's a very beautiful-looking half-elf. Well, you definitely earned your gold. Did you find anything else? I did tell you that if you found any extra information, it might be worth some gold.
All right, I got something.
What you got?
So
Keenan.
I was going through people's drawers and chests and toilets like you do. And
Toilets? What do you mean,
yeah.
toilets?
Don't, smell my finger.
That smells better than that rat. Gotta be honest.
So when I was in Baron's room, I mean, forgetting the fact that there's a lot of black underwear that are women's underwear in it. I don't know if he's cross-dressing or whatever. That's cool. That's his kink. But it looked like he was selling off some of his personal stuff. Baron Silas was selling off or secreting away his parents' things like he had a gambling problem.
Interesting. I've highly suspected that for quite some time. He's definitely spins outside his means at all the underground gambling halls down around here. He's got a debt that would make any noble blush. Not exactly what I was looking for, but maybe a piece to a greater puzzle.
And I have the Bane family seal, which we could use a lot.
The Bane family seal, you say?
I say the Bane family seal.
That I will pay for. And you see him, he pulls out a black satin bag. It's very plush with coin. It has silver threaded tassels. I guess, was there anything else? Because we did agree to 65 gold for finding this information. I throw in some bonuses depending on what else you find.
What else?
Did I already reveal the seal?
The seal was in Keen Eye's possession.
Okay.
So that was given. You also remember handing over one more piece of paper that Gorshkin has not shared yet there, Sonia.
Yeah, I gave him 2 notes.
Are you going to mention, because Gorshkin's only shown 1 to the Kroll, are you going to mention the fact that he's only shown 1 versus 2? Even Sonia
I can't read. Oh, okay.
Sonia can add the fact that there's 1 object versus 2 objects.
Oh, okay.
Gorsh, what other ones say? Remember, there were 2 papers.
Even though I whispered you did. So you hear Kroll read out loud, Governor Ismay.
Where did you get that bag?
I'm sending my most trusted advisor, Marin Shea, to inspect Ice Island, your subjects. It has come to my attention that your shipment of fish has not been met in quite some time. I hope you do not wish to end up like your childhood friend, Phileas Stagwater. Someone give me an intelligence check on that. History.
I have history.
Even with our friendship, you try... Do it at advantage. Even with our friendship, you try my patience. Kenai, you recognize that Stagwater was the name of the warden of the prison that you're at that you murdered.
All right. Yeah, we killed that guy.
Even with our friendship, try my patience. If you wish to get back in my good graces, you will fix this immediately. Marin better bring back better news for your sake. You shall expect her arrival within 2 weeks' time that you receive this letter. Signed, the Iron Fist of the Obsidian Islands, King Morden Tython. Yes, interesting. I didn't realize the governor had it this bad. I'll give you some for this. And he goes, anything else? Are you going to share anything that you found there, Varus? To Kroll? What are you going to share?
I'm going to show him the note, and I'm also going to show him the shipping ledger.
So, if you guys could drag the items that you're given to Kroll into the party sheet, it'd be much appreciated, so I don't have to go searching through it. Including yourself there, Varus.
That's your job.
Nope. So Kroll reads it, and he goes, in blood. He goes, you failed us. You promised a vessel, but did not deliver. You have one more moon until we take what we should have from the start. He goes, where did you find this letter, Varus?
Found it on the first floor. I have to assume it was the Baron's office.
So it appears he has debts more than just his gambling debts. This is definitely interesting news. I will take this into consideration. He goes, is that all of it? Any overheard conversations, or did you see any ladies getting free?
Oh, you okay, big guy?
And he looks over at Ephron and he goes, what the fuck happened to you? He goes, you got a broken nose, you're bleeding out of the mouth, and you got a black eye. It's like, I know you're a pussy, but come on, pull yourself together. Fucking elves.
It's hot enough.
Is Ephron going to respond?
He'd say he'd probably just shrug and say, got at the wrong end of a fist in a boot.
Did they torture you? How do I know you're not going to turn?
Whoa, apparently they're waterboarding him right now.
Yeah, someone's getting waterboarded. I hear a flashback.
I didn't catch any of that. My Skype's still dropping out.
He goes, were you tortured? Because I can't trust you. You may have been tortured and turned me in. I
wasn't tortured.
Sounds logical.
Interrogated about other things, like the Baron's face getting up, but
he gets a very unsure on his face when he's looking at you. Like maybe he can't. He stopped trusting what you say.
Well, at this point, how can we trust those guys?
I gotta. Did the Baron have conjunctivitis?
So I am putting 65 gold inside your guys' party sheet.
Each of us. Awesome. Thank you.
No. Which is... Then he goes, now for the other stuff. He goes, we'll see. So we're going to do a little game to see how much money you guys get. You get to make a choice.
Wait, who's DB?
What do you mean, DB?
So I have this ring. I was in this closet off of Baron's bedroom. It was full of women's underwear that was colored black. I found a ring that had the initials DB on it.
Varus, give me a history check at advantage. Because something sounds familiar with those initials. Unless you just can outright name it yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think that was it.
You think it might be the wife's name, Dylas Bay.
That's the governor's wife?
Yes.
I think it stands for Dallas Band.
You're not Tarvok.
I'm sorry, I had something. I'm eating. Dang it, sorry. It's so delicious.
Alright, so we're going to do something a little extra. You guys will get a certain amount of rolls that I have determined. And you guys get to choose which way you're getting the gold for each one of these rolls. You can roll 1 d20, 2 d8s, or 3 d4s. The number that you roll is the amount of gold that you guys get to split. Which version do you wish to do?
Wait, each of us rolls?
No, one person will roll for the whole party.
Oh.
You either get to do 1 d20, 2 d8s, or 3 d4.
I thought you said we were getting 65 gold, or is this on top of that?
This is on top of that.
Ooh.
I mean...
I say we go for the... You said 1d20, and then what was the next one?
2d8.
I said 2d8.
3d4.
I say we go for the 2d8.
Alright, someone roll me 2d8. It's 11 gold. Alright. Alright. You get to do one more.
I go for the 3D4.
Go bigger. Go bigger, go home.
Do the D20. Do the D20.
What do you guys want? We got one 3d4 vote and we got one d20 vote. What you going for? Alright. Mr. Rat, do the honors.
Alrighty, 1d20.
Oh, nice!
You guys are up to 88 gold pieces now.
Very nice.
You see him, Kroll takes the bag of gold, he takes out a handful of it, and he goes, this should do. And he puts it down on the table. He goes, so, did you have to use any of those blackjacks I gave you?
Oh, you probably don't want mine back. And I reach into my pants.
No, that is a good observation. I do not want that. Yes. If you come back tomorrow, I might have more work for you. I will say that I would normally have had a feast set aside for you, but sadly, the governor took all the choice meals that we have, and all that's left is turnips. And, well, grog. That's it. So, free turnips and grog upstairs on me.
No meat.
No, what part of turnips and grog do you not understand there, Miss Sonia?
Can we feed turnip to animal when it die? We eat that.
That might take a while, but if you so wish, that is on you.
I mean, we do have a cow amongst us, so I mean.
Everybody just stares at Gorshkin.
You see all of the cameras do this towards his panel.
Come on, man. Times are hard.
All right.
What about just the arm? The one you don't use?
You guys see at this point, Nedra and Hope come down to say goodnight to Kroll, and then they climb up on Smash's back, and they kind of slide down his back, kind of like a little slide. Seems to be a little nightly routine of theirs, and they wave to you. Hope goes, "Bye." Heads upstairs.
Wait, I'm supposed to get paid still.
I will split, so you guys, I'm just going to split the money. It's going to be up to you guys if you're going to include Radicus or not in this, as it is, he was not there last session.
I take the money and run.
What's the split button for this stuff? Can you remember?
Should be a thing at the bottom of the screen of the party sheet.
Wait, so 11 gold is what we all netted?
Yes, which is double.
My show worth more than that.
Wait, does this mean Area is getting a share of gold, so therefore Varus is getting 2 shares?
He's not in the combat tracker.
All right.
Rats.
Did he take the Bane family seal?
Yes.
Okay, I'll remove that from my list. What about the ring with the DB?
He did not seem interested in it.
Okay, I'll put that back on my cock. What about the governor's tunic and belt?
Did not. It was his, right?
It was from the. Yeah, I'll throw them out for him.
Yeah, he'll take those.
All right.
Yes, thank you. And because you didn't give that out earlier, you get an additional 4 gold.
Oh, thank you.
Not you specifically, but the party. So I will then share that out. All right. Whoa!
Whoa, sweet!
I did not mean to do that.
You sold all her shit.
Let me rectify that. Let me rectify that. Unless you guys don't, you guys not. That
No,
was
good.
not the.
You can go ahead and share that gold out right now. You're good.
No. Alchemist flask.
The flask and the healing to be useful, but everything else can go.
You had potions of minor healing in there, ×2, and okay.
Hey, where'd my necklace go? Oh. I was gonna sell it anyway. It was an ugly necklace.
All right. So you guys get that much amount. That was going to Ephraim.
What was going to me?
The rapier.
Nothing.
What?
God damn it! If I wanted to ask it in the open, I would have just asked it in the open.
Well, you were eating, so I thought that thing. All right.
Ow.
So you guys go upstairs, and Wuxum is sitting there, and there's a group of humans in the corner, wearing robes. And Wuxum looks at you and goes, "Back again, are you? I got turnips and steamed turnips and baked turnips and charred turnips. What you want?" Well, that's all I got today.
I'll take charred turnip and some grog.
I start chanting, "We want meat!" I kind of look at the party, kind of join me.
Yes, we want
We want meat!
meat. We want meat.
Meat!
Yes, yes, meat and meat. Both are very good.
So you guys have effectively doubled your gold that you had. Actually, more than doubled your gold. Jeez. And the Wuxum goes, "All right, unless you want to serve up your rat friend or your minotaur, you're not going to be eating meat tonight. The governor has confiscated literally everything. Every fish, everything good of quality. It was given to the guards that came in, the Obsidian Brotherhood, and we were left with, well, turnips.
Wait, who took me?
The governor did.
Time to go back.
You guys thinking what Sonia thinking?
We could eat the governor.
That wasn't it.
But it might sound like a good idea to her.
Well, we could certainly probably break into the kitchens.
Ah, rat thinking.
That way you
Sonia-
can break back into
Sonia kind of rubs his head.
I mean, I just I grab a raw turnip and
We
start
could just
eating
say
it
that
like
we
an
forgot
apple.
to wash dishes.
You're eating the turnips there, Kenai?
Like an apple, yeah.
So, did you? Well, he offered you steamed, baked, cooked, charred, or raw. Your choice.
Raws.
Okay.
I would have baked turnips to help wash down the bread.
I feel sorry for anybody that's in the same room as Radicus tonight.
I don't know what a turnip fart smells like.
Probably not good. All right, so it's
I'm just gonna like tie a turnip to a string, and then put it like on a pole and go like fishing for like animals.
it's
In
1
a
o'clock
tavern. In a tavern.
in a tavern at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No, out. She's gonna go outside.
So right now you're pretty exhausted. You've been gone all day. So
Oh,
it's 1 a.m.
I got food before I left. I'm good. I'm going to bed.
Yep. You guys walk upstairs, and Kenai's got something in his possession that he's been looking for quite some time. And you gonna decide to stay up a little bit to work on that?
I would love to, yeah.
All right. Give me 3 rolls of. You have those tools in your inventory, right?
Well, I don't know what... I do. I have the tools. I have Tinker's tools, but I didn't know which...
Are you proficient? Are you proficient in Tinker's tools yet?
I am proficient in... Not that. I'm not proficient in them yet, no.
Okay. So you will not be able to roll with them yet.
Okay.
So you guys...
As soon as I hit 3rd level, I will be.
You guys hit the stack, and you wake up. You feel a little more recovered. And you guys gain a level. You are all now level 3.
Yay!
We just gained a level. We just gained a level. We just gained a level. Now we're level 3.
Yay! Yay!
So we get to apply that level now?
Yes.
Alright.
So which book am I dragging from then?
So you will have to load the class. It's under. You have to load the module.
Okay.
The module is called. Literally, it's just called like Gunslinger or something like that.
I got it.
And then when you drag the class in, make sure you drag the class that has Gunslinger into you for your
Got
3rd
it.
level. So we're going to take a 5 minutes for myself to drink water and use the restroom while you guys figure that out. So we will be back at 9:36 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, I got to close off so I can masturbate.
So as you walk upstairs there,
I never know if he's serious or not.
as you walk up the stairs there, Efrol, Vars hands you a something very sharp, and it's not his dick this time.
What happened while I was gone? Good God.
I didn't hand them shit.
I'll be right back. Be back in 4 minutes.
We are getting a level. We are getting a level. Don't do my voice. You make fun of me. I do good voice for Sonya. Be smart.
Okay, firearm proficiency was given. I can't get it out of my head. Damn you! Damn you!
All right. Anybody still applying their levels?
Yeah. I have to drag
Yeah.
individual things over.
You have to drag individual things over? Oh, it's because you didn't create it at level 1 with that book, I think.
Right. So I'll get there eventually.
You can recreate everything with the character if you want to between sessions. That way when you level up every time, it'll automatically have it. So Sonya is going Totem of the Bear, remember right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Varus, you got your level, let's see. Gorshkin, let's see, you got yours already done. Okay. Radicus is level
I don't know how to do the bear part. I just gotta manually whatever.
Yeah, you just drag the bear one in. Basically, you'll code it so that you resist. The only thing you really have to worry about is you can do double the carrying strength, and you also are resistant to all forms of damage with the exception of psychic damage.
Psychic, yeah.
So just put resist and just put everything else in there.
Cool. I have no idea how to do that, but that's awesome.
In your rage, if you look in your rage, right, your coding that I put in there for you.
Oh, is that in my actions?
Yes, I put it on there so that it's when you press rage, it does that.
Oh, it is there.
Mm-hmm.
So now I just gotta add fire and
lightning, force, acid. Anybody not ready?
I'm just still mixing. I've had a level of sorcerer for Radicus, so it'll take me a few minutes to get spells sorted. But otherwise, I'm good. Carry on.
I don't remember you originally saying you were going to be sorcerer there.
Yeah, so my 10th level guy is Bard Sork, Shadow Sork.
Okay, I don't remember that, but if that's what it is, then that's what it is.
I didn't remember. I had to go look.
Okay. Everybody good?
I have spells now.
You have spells?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm picking my trick shots.
Speak with animals and beast sense, and they're rituals. They're not.
No, that's something else other than bear. Bear only gets resistance.
No, it's just from being totem. You get that.
Oh,
totem gets that.
Okay. It's,
every totem
uses
gets
per day.
that.
Okay. All right. So you guys go downstairs. You're given the exact same food from Luxem. Looks like they have yet to get their stockpile in. Hopefully, Marin leaves the city very soon. You remember Kroll mentioning that he would like to speak to you in the morning. And do you guys go down to see him first thing?
It's like Christmas morning. I'm gonna start working on my my pistols.
All right. So, did you say you woke up a little early?
Sure.
How many hours are you gonna work on it?
Well,
How many hours are early?
I'm full of turnip, so like I'll work for 3 hours for starts.
All right, give me three. Give me your first roll in the tower with your tools. Is literally just it's your all it is your proficiency modifier added. That's it. No skill. No skills have a stat associated with them. Okay. You get about half fixed on the first one. You damage a part on your second hour, but you do manage to repair it on your third hour.
All right.
So you can drag. If you go into the items, type in palm, and you'll see it there. It is a light. It's a light weapon. It's a 1d8. Has one shot, one reload, but you can wield another light weapon like a dagger and not receive a. You can do it on the same turn.
So does that use up my broken palm pistols, all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
You put it together.
Okay.
All right. So Key and I worked a little early. Woke up before the rest of you guys. You slept in a couple hours, ate your food. You went downstairs and you see Kroll down there. And he's rubbing the temples of his head, muttering under his breath, Why now? And he looks up at you and he goes, why did it have to be you? And you see in his hand a large wanted poster with 2 torn corners that appears to have been taken and ripped from a wall. On it are rough-drawn sketches of about 30 men and women. Under the words, wanted for crimes against the Empire, high treason for escaping or abetting in the escape of the king's prisoners from the Iron Keep. Under each portrait, the physical description and individual names, and individuals' names. You find yourself among them. Upon closer inspection, you notice that those depicted are broken into 2 groups. People either survived the escape from the prison, and the others might have been members of the crew of the Winch. Kroll's clearly pissed off, and he's staring directly at you. What the hell did you do before you got here? You didn't think to mention you escaped from the inescapable prison? At least give someone the common courtesy that you could have done something to attempt to hide your identity.
I forgot! By the way, we escaped from a prison.
She looks at Sonia and he goes, you're also dumb enough to use your real name. I have to think.
Wait, who said we used our real names?
He holds up the wanted poster that has your names.
That's not the name I gave him. He's got a different name for me.
What does he give
I gave everyone I've met a different name, and I wrote them down.
Okay, what'd you give him?
Let's see. I have to scroll up here. I told Kroll my name is Marty the Quick. And the kids to know my name is Marty. My name for the party was Odd Job. And Wuxum, the Dragonborn Innkeep, my name is Art.
But you did tell the kids your name.
Marty. I told the kids my name is Marty.
But remember all your AKAs that were on that prison bio?
No.
It was.
I don't remember that. It may be, but I don't remember that.
Happens to be on that list that he's holding there.
Well, I need to make up some new names.
And I was Sonia with a Y.
He goes, yes, the Y was clearly silent. His eyes get big. And he goes, you really were dumb enough to use your names. So give me a second over here. He walks off for a moment, talks to himself, muttering under his breath. He turns to you guys. He's just pulling out his hair. He's like, all right, here. I'll make you a deal. And I'll get you out of this place safe. You either trust me or you don't. I have just as much to lose if they track you back to me. And I was right, as I was about fucking taking down the governor. That will have to wait a 2, I guess. He was, revenge is gonna be another day. Are you in or are you out?
Revenge.
In what?
No, that you did not understand. I said, I'm gonna get you out of here. Are you in or are you out? Because I can't let you get tracked back to me.
I don't want to get any additional risk to the kids, so I'll leave.
About that.
Joke's on you, Kroll. You've joined us now, and you're stuck with us. Ain't no leaving this behind.
Ain't no leaving us now.
This deal has a couple things attached to it. I'll smuggle you to the docks and onto a ship as someone that I've used to smuggle in and out of town in the past. They owe me quite a few favors. In return, I'm asking that you take Hope and Nedrin with you.
Oh.
I know someone...
We have not had good run with ships.
Yeah, I can tell. He holds up the poster again. And he goes, there's someone in Mercatar that I know. He goes, it's about to get really unsafe here in town, and I don't want them getting hurt. He goes, do any of you have experience on a ship?
Yes.
I was on one as it sunk. Does that count?
That's not the type I'm looking for, Sonia. Marty, what about you?
Yeah.
I have proficiency at leaving ships.
So I was briefly captain of my own ship, and I know my way around. I know how to sail a ship. I know how to navigate.
All right, I definitely can get this on the road then, or on the sea, I should say. So here's the plan. We're gonna put you at the bottom of some crates and barrels, and we're gonna pack the top of it with salted fish.
I saw this on a play once.
He goes, hopefully if they open it up, all they see is the fish. You guys gotta remain really quiet. We need someone to go on the barrel with Hope, and another person to go on the barrel with Nedrin to comfort them. So who's that gonna be?
Not it.
Well, I don't think they would fit with me or a Gorgon.
I'd go with either one.
Oh, the small one. Well, we could probably fit the three of you in a crate instead. So that's what
I could fit the barrel.
Yeah. What about Raticus? He's small too. He could have one.
I can hide inside my loaf of bread. It's very big.
I'm afraid what they might choke to death on his farts.
Ha!
I'm not that smelly. I'm very clean rat.
Okay, you keep telling yourself that. And he pulls a piece of mold out of your ear.
I save that for later. That's clean food.
And he goes, so we're going to take you to a ship called the Grappler. It's a small trading vessel.
We had a long rest, right?
Yes, you got a long rest. I will push that up. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, because they were my inspiration. Goodbye, inspiration. I'll miss you.
Inspiration stays with you after you sleep.
All right. I love you, inspiration. Welcome.
Unless you want to go away,
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
You stay right here in my pocket.
He goes, the captain. Her name's Resabella Aleforge. It's a nice, stout female lass. Dwarf. She's good people. Should take you about 2.5 days to get there. So, you ready to go? Alright, so you see Smash has got a bunch of barrels that he'd taken down earlier that day. And he loads you guys one by one into the crates and barrels. And they just layer on the salted fish on top of you. It's really stinky. But it's to help hide the fact that you're there. Sonia's getting her wish of meat.
She's eating the fish, so we have to keep adding more.
Open the crate, there'll be no fish. It'll just be Sonia there with a big stomach.
So
nothing to see here. Move along.
So you're packed in. And they keep on having to refill your crate a little bit. It's your fat ass. And you're taken across town. And through your little peepholes, you see yourself go through the market and along some of the walls. You notice that those wanted posters that I was showing to you earlier was 3 or 4 has been pasted to every building. And you get onto the deck, past the docks, and you're loaded on. You hear a voice come next to you guys before the dock inspectors come on board and he goes, "Stay put. I'll let you know when to come out. And you see the dock inspectors come on. They're asking for what's being claimed. She says, salted fish for trade. They open up a couple of the barrels, one of which is Sonia's. Sonia, roll me. To be stealthy, you can say whatever stat you want and tell me how you're doing it. You hear the crate above you open. What are you doing to stand still? You can choose a stat of your choice.
I'm gonna push against the sides so that I'm not moving.
So this could be a
Perfectly
con save
still.
if you wish.
How about athletics? Oh, save. Okay, got you. No, strength.
All right, give me a strength
False
save.
on the chat.
Put it in the tower.
Okay. It's loading very slowly.
So one of our party members is going to have to be leaving here in about 10 minutes, just letting you know. I don't really know how to play his class, unfortunately. Yep. So Sonia does Sonia braces herself against the wall. One
Did it
fish
go
still
through?
halfway. Yep.
Okay.
A fish halfway hanging through her mouth as she's eating through the supply. She's good. Let me roll on this dice here. And that appears to be the only barrel that they opened up that had you inside. So you hear them take up the anchor, away the anchor. And they go up. And you hear about 4 sets of footsteps walking around the deck. You sail out for about 20 minutes. You hear them pull out crowbar and pull it up. You guys are now on the deck of the grappler. You see 4 people in front of you. You see a female dwarf that is very tall for her race. She's got a orange golden mane of hair. No beard, unlike Helga. She has very exotic fabrics. Next to her is a human male. He has an eye patch because he's a pirate. I had to put one of those in there. You also see what appears to be a deckhand is a forest gnome. And the last one you see is a hobgoblin. The female introduces herself as, the name's Russabella Aleforge. What be your names?
I'm Sonia with a Y.
Okay, didn't need to know the spelling. How about you, you little rat?
I am John. Just John.
Little John.
Like the
Little
story?
John.
Because he's short.
What about you, you little green-skinned fella?
You can call me Marvin.
Marvin, okay. And this handsome, dashing elf over here? She's pointing to Varus, not to Efrel. Efrel's an ugly motherfucker. He's still got a broken nose and a bloody eye.
My name is Myron. Nice to meet you.
Myron, okay. And the ugly one?
Call me Tom.
And the quite large lass over there. The one with the horns. What you call your name?
You're a girl?
It's hard to tell you animal folk away from each other. Well, many people do confuse male and female dwarves, so that's not
Yeah.
surprising to me.
Stupid pink skins.
He goes, I'd like to introduce to you my first mate. It's the human male. He goes, his name's Tomanelm. He goes, my deckhands are Vassler, the forest gnome, and that silent type over there, his name's Dran. He goes, you'll be traveling with us next couple days, and I expect you to pull your weight around here. So, I need you each to be on the lookout. One of you guys is going to be pulling 6-hour shifts while we sail away from here. Who's up first? And what's the order?
What are we doing?
You just want me to go up in the crow's nest for 6 hours and watch out? No big deal.
This is a small ship. It doesn't have a true crow's nest. It's kind of like a little platform attached to the main mast. You would kind of like just literally sit on the mast.
That's fine.
You find yourself on a small fishing vessel that has a larger than normal cargo hold. It has a single mast and a jib. On the front of the deck, the front portion of the deck where people would walk on for the gangway, there is a cargo hold that would lead downwards. You would suspect that it probably has a small sleeping quarters and a somewhat sizable hold.
Can you just toss the name of the ship and the crew in the chat? When you get a minute.
The ship is called the Grappler.
Cheers.
Clickety, clickety. Clickety,
The hobgoblin's name is Dron. He goes, so who's going to be on the lookout first?
I'll go ahead and take first watch.
Okay, so let me put you guys in a order up here. All right, so Varus is first. Who's going to be second? 6-hour shifts.
I'll go at night.
Sitting up there?
That is the point.
Yo, I'll look up my skirt.
No one's interested. You're wearing pants right now.
Where did my skirt go?
You're getting a skirt. So who's next?
I'll go when it's the first night shift.
So right now it's morning, about, we're just going to say for posterity's sake, it's noon.
I'll go next.
Alright, Sonia's 2. Kenai will be 3. Who's going to be 4?
I'll go fourth.
And Gorskin or Ephraim is 5th.
What about the kids? Put them up there.
They don't have need for a quartermaster. It's a tiny crew. There's 4 people. That's it.
It's a 4-people crew. There's more passengers.
It's a small fishing vessel.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die on this boat.
Alright, we're going to say Gorskin's
might.
5th and Ephraim's 6th. That's why I'm doing it. Alright, so, Varus. Each person must pull their weight, and you have quite a bit to pull there. Whatever you said your name was.
Who's this Varus you speak of?
She goes, by the way, nice names. Kroll already talked to me. I know what your real names are.
No, you don't.
Yes, Martin, I do.
That's not my real name.
Interesting.
Shit! Shut up, man.
I thought it was our job.
So, Varus, give me a perception check out in the open.
You keep calling me something that is not my name.
She already called you out.
And I'm going to lean in real close, and I'm like, you're going to call me by the name I told you. You're going to like it.
You never know. Someone could be listening. Not sure where, but they could be.
Alright, so, Mr. Varus, what happens during your watch? Let me roll this here. Alright, Varus, you noticed one of the crew members during your watch go down below and not come back up for a while. When he does, he's walking a little different. As you look out in front of you, you see that a school of fish swims in front of you. And that ends your watch. as you guys sit. You guys can wish to. So right now it's going to be about 6 p.m. If you guys wish to talk to each other or whatever, converse about the things that have happened recently, you may choose to do so.
You said, who does that happen for?
It was the Hobgoblin.
No. Whose character?
I'm not saying it, you little bitch.
Say it! Say my goddamn name!
No, I will not. So you notice one of the ship's crew members. He goes down for a few hours and he comes back up and he's walking quite differently, acting a little different than you remember him.
All right, I'm gonna go over to him.
Like he got a good pounding, or
Sonia, what are you even doing?
Whoa, I'm an innie, not an outie. That wasn't me. Go talk to Bull.
You can still crush someone's hip.
So your watch comes to a close there, and he's still sitting there on the railing area. That Hobgoblin.
All right, I'm gonna have my my little tiny pet on my shoulder.
Okay.
It's gonna be the seems fitting. And then I'm going to I'm just gonna walk up to him and be like, where'd you go?
I went down. He's like, I went down below. What are you talking about?
I'm on watch, and make sure nothing's happening. But
Yeah,
I noticed you go down, and you were gone for quite a bit. And I'm just curious of what you were doing.
He goes, you're weird, but we can start out on a better foot. And he reaches out and he offers his hand as a handshake. Do you take his handshake?
No.
Okay. He goes, what?
It's like
He looks at it and he goes, why wouldn't you take my hand?
Is there anybody around, or is it just me and him on the deck?
You definitely have the person driving the ship right now behind you. And every once in a while, people are popping their head up, including your fellow crew members, but they're probably sleeping down below, possibly right now.
Okay, well, I squint my eyes a little bit. I'm like watching you, and then I lean in for a handshake.
All right.
And then you wake up with a bottle of lube, and your asshole is hurting.
It's a party.
so the island we're sailing to, is it the island I'm from, the island I was a slave on, or both?
You guys hear that?
No, it stopped.
That's not meant to be in the silly. You understand what I'm saying, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
He looks you in the face. He has a surprised look.
Pikachu surprise look.
Oh, I thought you said his.
No,
And-
his too.
Oh.
Well, I am surprised.
I am confused. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
You might be able to take that inference because it's the first. You're first.
Okay. It's my first time.
Be gentle now.
It was my first genuine handshake.
And he looks around. He goes, think we need to speak in private. And because you need to go, well, I'll go over that with you later. Exactly, bitch.
Oh my.
Oh God.
Oh my.
No, I'm just kidding.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
You know, there were lady crew members too.
He chose his heart. Okay. All right. The next person up, Sonia. You see two people leaning in for a handshake as shift ends. As Martin is showing his mini-ribbed butt plug going towards the camera. He calls himself, instead of Freddy Krueger hands, he's Freddy Probe hands.
You know you want to be probed by this.
So, Sonia, you see the two lean in, whisper something to each other's ear, and head down below as you go upstairs. Go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch there, sir. She's a morally ambiguous individual. You can put it in the
entire
open.
party was
Because it doesn't matter because you're the only one rolling. So go ahead and put it in the open.
Was that a good roll?
I'm not letting you know.
But he wants you to roll again.
Would it surprise you if I told you rolled the same thing?
No, not with her rolls.
Okay, let me roll this thing.
I might have noticed the cloud this time.
You're looking around.
This is a 200% improvement over my rolls before.
All right, and yep, you're not going to see that on that event. Nope. All right. You're sitting there. You're enjoying the sea breeze as it goes by. You hear the seagulls, and you just get distracted because you're thinking, flying dinner. Why is it going away?
Wait, are they within like spear range?
It's like good 75, 80 feet straight in the air.
Probably not then. Okay.
The bird would also have to land on the ship. And
pull out my spear and be ready just in case one does come and land.
Okay.
Wait, are there birds? How close to land are we? Land! Oh!
You've only been traveling for a good 8 hours at this point. And as the smaller ship, you would know that you would stick to the coastline as much as possible in fear of sinking in deep waters. All right. And the rest of your watch ends pretty much unobtruted. Let's see who is next.
That was very boring 6 hours. Nothing happened.
Kenai, it is your turn.
Why did you yell out land ho?
So you're going there and you're doing a little
saw
turnover.
birds.
So Kenai is very, very, confused as to what's going on here.
Yeah.
You walk
Okay,
up-
go to bed. I'll climb up the mast.
So right now it is.
It's getting windy. I can hear the breeze.
So right now it is midnight.
Hey, I'm out, guys. I will see you guys on Monday.
All right. So
See ya.
midnight. Go ahead and give me a perception check out in the open, there, sir.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Let me roll on this table here. Okay.
Boy, that wind is terrible.
So as the you see in the light of the lantern hanging at the front of the ship, you notice that a constant stream of fish begin to jump out of the water and onto the deck, followed by a deep rumbling sound from beneath the ship.
What?
Rumbling sound from beneath the ship.
Okay, is anyone else up here? Like a mage causing that? Or?
No, the only other person up there is the person that's currently driving the ship, which would be the forest known as Valser.
I'll take an eye around on the horizon. Do I see anything?
No.
And I'll hop down and go up to Valser.
All right.
Hey, Valser.
Yes.
There's like a couple dozen fish are jumping right onto the deck. Is that normal?
No, they're definitely not normal. You think you can go take a look over the front of there?
All right. Keep an eye on me. I'll pull out the pistol and go up, take a look.
All right. So you go up to the front of the ship and you see.
Hut, dive, roll,
parkour. You cock back your little palm pistol, a very effeminately small pistol that is reasonably sized in your hands.
Just you wait till I get a fucking blunderbuss. It's twice as tall as me.
I'm really tempted to make it so whenever you fire the blunderbuss that you go back 5 feet.
Yes.
So you get to the front and you look down, and through you see just tons of fish jumping up. Every once in a while, you're seeing some half-eaten ones as well. Red bubbles are coming to the surface.
And do I see like a giant squid or something? Like,
give me a nature survival nature survival check at advantage.
Open or a quiet secret?
What do we now? Open because you got no contested. No one else can roll. No skill dogpiling. You would guess that you're probably near like a reef of sharks, like massive, like megalodon style sharks.
Okay. I'll let Valser know. So yeah, there's some large aquatic creature going to town on there, and the fish are trying to get away from it. It's really bloody and chummy, and these things are massive. Like they could eat the ship.
You seem to know your way around a ship. What type of sailing experience you got there?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did have a little bit of experience in the past.
I've been sailing for 112 years myself, but every time I get my own ship, I managed to smash it to the rocks.
Yeah, my first ship got I've sailed with somebody for a while, but my first ship that was my own, I was arrested before her maiden voyage. So,
what was her name?
Oh God, I have to pull up that document.
Remember, I think it was like the Blue Bitch or something like that.
I think so. I think it was the Blue Bitch. Sounds about right. Yeah, I think she was a Blue Bitch.
Sounds like an interesting name there. Well, why don't you take some of those fish and just put it down the hold below, and we hope we don't get hit by that shark.
So maybe get away from the reefs?
Maybe. I'm not the best pilot. How
about 5 points? 5 points to starboard, and we should be good.
He goes, give me your you have the ship thing, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Give me that at advantage. We're gonna say that is you convincing him. Oh, good thing you dropped that 3. He goes, sounds good to me. He turns to starboard. He goes, I've never really been good at navigating ships. I've hired on in the past couple months. She just recently let me drive. I managed to ding up the side of the ship a couple times for pulling to port, and she lets me do the night shift because she just wants to sleep.
How are your eyes there, Valsar?
You look at it. He's got like one eye as a cataract.
Ah, shit. Never mind. I'll go back up.
Did we almost just die?
Maybe.
If I see hazards, I'll call him out to him.
All right. So the rest of your night ends unobtruded, and our next individual is on deck. All right. So we have Radicus. So Keen Eye is starting to get a little tired there. And Radicus appears above deck. And the deckhands have switched out, and it's now the captain driving the ship.
I hand on my way past. I hand Radicus a fish.
Thank you. I'll put it in my bucket.
It's a live fish.
It can swim around in the bucket. There's a loaf of bread in there.
Nice.
That fish ain't gonna live long.
Does he know enough about boating to keep us from dying again?
Radicus?
I know how to get on the boat really fast.
You never know. You don't know. Radicus' probably only experience on a ship was when he went to the prison. Give me a perception check there out in the open, Radicus.
Through luck. 11.
So as the sun, most of your thing goes around. A couple more of those fish jump on top of the ship, but after about an hour or two, seems to go away. Odd that. Think that shark may have been following you.
I just click fish and put in bucket.
But as the sun starts to rise, you notice that there's a glint in the water off in the distance. You're in kind of shallow waters right now.
Captain, there's something ahead in the water. It's glinting.
She goes, yeah. Yes, yeah. Could you go grab the people from eating breakfast right now. Go get get my first mate.
I will scuttle downstairs.
All right, he comes up.
First mate.
And you see that he pulls out he gets him a trawling net with him. And he throws over the side of the ship as you guys pull up to the glint in the sea, and they pull up a hull. And then there's pulls out some coal with it, but there's a treasure chest.
Toma, Nin. First mate, you found treasure.
So everybody gets called to the decks. The only people that don't show up are good old Varus and that hobgoblin. Yep. And he goes, well, Radicus, I believe if you saw this, you get first dibs. You see this treasure chest sitting there on the deck. Bits of coral, got pulled up with it as well. Some rocks.
Oh, excellent. Well, first dibs. Should I take the rocks, the coral, or the chest? Maybe we should open it.
Go for door number 2.
Pick 3, my lord. Pick 3.
Is there one with a goat?
So, as you touch the chest, you notice it opens up and bites your hand. Roll for initiative.
I didn't know those things could swim.
As it opens up, I'm going to share out a map with you guys. Yes, you are.
Look at those ones.
Yes, it's a mimic.
Now you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Always
you.
a mimic. Should have stabbed it first. Mimic detector. There could be food inside the mimic. Wait, the mimic is food.
You're going to eat that thing?
When it stops moving, I'll put it in bucket.
I hope the DM accounted for other elf boy not being here.
Well, it's okay. We can die just fine.
Yeah, he comes back next week and it's a whole new party. What happened?
You guys become the crew of the ship instead. That means one of you had sex with him. I'm just saying, Alright, let me add in the combat. Let me just because a little bitch boy.
I'll screw you, Gorgon. Gorshkin.
Redicus Redicus is not on the combat tracker.
Oh shit!
Let me add you.
But Myron Meliamini is.
I will remove him.
My initiative was a total of 4. Oh, I can roll again.
Sure you will.
Halfling. Reroll ones.
Say again?
It's an
another
ability.
check.
It's an
It's a
ability
skill
check.
check.
Yeah.
It's
Skill
ability
check. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an ability check or a skill check. It's one of those two. It does count.
Alright, and out from the treasure chest springs a bunch of these angry large crabs.
Do we have a halfling?
No.
So, let me read
Like
the whole
someone's
thing.
like
Sonia's
game
crotch
too.
crabs.
It was Radicus that was grabbing the chest, right?
you jerk face.
Redicus was, he was looking for traps. Inspecting the traps. The chest.
Alright. And because of it, the mimic adheres to anything that touches it. A huge or smaller creature adhered to the mimic is also grappled by it. Escape of DC 13. So if you wish to ability checks to escape the grapple are at disadvantage. So during your turn, you can choose to use your action to perform a acrobatics or athletics check to remove, as is written in the rules, but at disadvantage. All right. So up first we have Kenai.
Yes. Where do we have a map?
Oh, let me share. It's because he has naturally high dex.
Because I thought you'd go first. Sorry. So, how much of my move? I think I've got a 30. Can I use? Can I get to the top of the mast to where the platform is, or not?
Say again?
Can I climb up the mast to get to the top? Is it like how high is it?
That's a 15-foot climb, and I'm not exactly sure. It's what you move half your movement speed while climbing.
Yeah.
So it's about a 15-foot climb to get to the top. Plus, you have 5 foot to move up there, so you get most of the way up there.
Can I like hang off and shoot, or?
I would have you do that at disadvantage if you did that, because you would be like one hand in that thing. There is higher ground, over here.
Nah, I am going to.
Or you could choose to stand next to it, and next turn you can climb it.
I'm gonna climb up now.
Okay.
And it will. I'm gonna. I'll use a dash.
Okay.
And then I'll action surge to shoot at the large angry crab here next to the weak smelly elf.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm like put them in their actual. There we go.
So we all just happened to be on deck when this happened?
You guys got all called up. You were doing breakfast.
Oh, okay.
If someone found a treasure chest, they would
Red
call
alert.
everybody up. Yeah.
Word.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack there, good sir.
Okay.
Depending on whether they had...
And roll for damage.
This is how ship combat used to be.
Okay.
And you pull back your trusty palm pistol. It feels so great in your hand, having something tinkered in your hand, and you let loose its little thing, and your tiny hands, you're like, goes off, and you just straight up goes through one of its eyes and out the other, and it's dead.
Yeah! Yeah, bitch!
It feels so good to have that back in your hand.
I'll use my free object interaction to put it away. Because it takes
That
another
was amazing. See you later.
reload it.
All right, it is now Gorshkin's turn. He did kill.
Yeah, there's more than one crab, buddy. You got work to do. Boy, those crabs look angry.
They know Kung Fu, okay?
I feel like they're related to Sebastian.
I won't reveal them until after their turn. You can still target them, don't worry.
Just muting myself while I go to the bathroom.
Just reminding everyone that we are not sponsored by Frito-Lay, but wouldn't mind if we were.
Sponsored by air, because everyone breathes it. Okay. Okay. So as you go down to knock this crab off of it, it scuttles up your horn and runs down the other one, and it goes... Seems to be taunting you. All right. You got Shield of Faith, and all that good stuff. All right. Let's put that in there. All right. It is now large, angry crab number 4. He's gonna go pinch this little rat's ass. And he misses and goes up and he tries to clip your tail, and you hear this clicking behind you as you're stuck. You got one hand stuck inside the treasure chest, and you're like squirming around trying to get out, and this rat's like trying to get your tail, and it's missing each time.
Does that thing have Radicus grappled?
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay.
Why does it things keep shifting? All right. So the mimic will use its.
I was like, they're not in a combat tracker, and then all of a sudden they appeared. I'm like, oh, well, never mind.
Joke's on you, bitch!
That shut me up. Angry Crab number 1 still not in there. He doesn't get a turn.
Alright, he's gonna go for a bite. 10 doesn't hit you, Radicus, right?
A 10 wouldn't. No, he's got a dex bonus there.
So he's trying to clamp down your hand, but like you're still moving your hand around like this, and it manages to avoid it. And now it's large crab 3. After taunting Gorshgun, it goes up and it aims for his bull balls hanging a little low there, and it misses completely because it's so small. It's like it's now Sonia's turn.
You let go of my little rat!
All right. Just find another rat anywhere.
Not the talking rat. Those are hard to find.
All right. That definitely hits. Okay, so alrighty. So just because the damage is already done, whatnot. Just remember, you also have rage features.
Yeah, she's not.
Which-
No need to rage yet.
All right, it would make you do 2 more damage per swing.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
She's not angry yet.
All right. Large crab number.
I don't
4.
have that saved. Oh, hold on just a second. I gotta...
Large crab number 4 sees prime opportunity to go after Ephraim. A turn.
Large crab 1.
What?
Yeah, you moved the wrong crab.
I am on large angry crab 1 right now. That's his turn.
It's Angry Crab's 4's turn.
No, it's angry crab 1's turn.
Already went.
Okay, well, you moved Angry Crab 1 up to me. And...
Yes, that's the turn of that's the current creature in turn.
Yeah. Are you watching the combat
for some
tracker?
reason, yeah, the combat tracker has both of them. It's saying it's both their turn for me.
Well, we know you smoke crack, so we're gonna keep going. Can you do anything about an 18 there, Ephraim?
You told me you were clean now.
Let's see.
Okay.
Only if you ruled that I have casted Mage Armor on myself today.
You're on a ship. I'm not sure you would have done that.
Probably not yet. Yeah. He
Especially
wakes up
like
every
right
morning
after breakfast.
At breakfast.
Yeah, it's like you're in the middle. You're in the middle of breakfast.
Then no, there's nothing I can do about it.
All right. And it is going to do some damage. You do just 8 points of damage to you.
That might have killed you at a lower level.
I love Chevy Chase. He's amazing. All right. It is now Ephraim's turn.
Let me.
It's funny. I always found him funny, and I hate
All
all
right,
his movies.
let's see. It's my turn.
Yep. Remember, you do have great.
I am going to
Become a robot.
cast. Okay, that's not good. I will cast Major on myself.
All right. You can also bonus action Blade Song if you so choose.
But yeah. Let's. Alright, I'll end my turn.
All right, Radicus, it is your turn. You are currently being grappled by a mimic, and a large angry crab is trying to chop off your tail.
I'm going to. What am I going to do here? I'm going to. Right. A cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites pour off Radicus onto the crab. So he needs to make a con save.
All right, go ahead and target him for that. And he rolls a 17.
So he succeeds. So the target succeeds on a concentration, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction. So that's it.
Yeah, but the cantrip, the saber suck.
Yeah, the saber will suck. I'm going to move half. I can move half my move while grappled and pull the stomach.
You are grappled. You cannot move. Grappled condition
grappled, but I'm not. No, grappled's different from restrained.
You cannot move the creature.
You grappled, you can. You move half speed. You both move, or he drops the grapple.
When you're grappled, your speed is 0.
Yeah.
No, when you're restrained, your speed is 0.
No, when you're grappled. I looked it up last night.
Yeah.
Grappling, moving a grappled creature. When you move, you can drag or carry.
No. That's the mimic. The mimic can do that to you.
You
cannot move.
You must obey by the grappled
believe when you're
condition.
grappling, you both gain the grappled condition.
No, you do not, because he's grabbing you, not the vice versa.
Okay.
Grappled. So it says right here. I will read verbatim from the player's handbook. A grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by Thunderwave spell. You may choose to perform an action using athletics or acrobatics to remove the grapple condition met by the DC of the grappler.
Interesting. Okay, cool. That's it then. I'll in my turn.
Okay. You do have bonus action Bardic Inspiration if you so wish to give it on anybody.
That's all right.
All right.
They're all good.
All right, Kenai, it is your turn.
I will pull out my short bow.
All right.
And looks like the little rat is in trouble, so I will shoot at the mimic. If that's okay. Can I do that?
You're going to Sagan?
I'm going to shoot at the mimic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're from a higher position, so I would see no reason why not.
That's it? Yep, all right.
So the arrow goes in, it makes a sound.
Excellent. And then I think that's all I got, really.
All right. Gorshkin, it's your turn. Do what Gorshkin would do. Is a mimic actually metal? Because it changes into something. It's a shape-changing creature. Lily, your connection is all kinds of terrible tonight. Do you wish to perform a bonus action, sir?
It could be
Okay. Let's check off the spell and we'll call it even. Alright, Large Crab 4 is going to go for Mr. Radicus because he sees the tail swinging back and forth because he's so entranced by it. And he rolls an 18.
I'm going to shield that.
Alright, go ahead and cast that for me, sir. Does that bring you above a 22 AC?
It
only adds 5 AC.
It does. It brings me to 20.
Yes, it's a 22. It rolled at 22, so it would not do that.
I didn't know that.
That's fine. You didn't cast it.
I still shield it.
No, it's fine. You did not. All right, it did 3 damage to you. Don't check that off. You're good. All right, and it ends its turn. It's Mimic's turn. It sees this ugly half-orc come up to it.
Ugly? I'm not ugly.
Beautiful specimen that it sees.
That's it.
Throws itself off the boat.
What?
And it rolls a 23.
You know you want to hit this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! It rolled 2 1s. So as it bites into you, it not only does its teeth sink into you, you feel a little bit of... Its teeth are coated in this acid coating. It burns your flesh a little bit. Angry Crab 3. It's going after Gorshkin again. And it totally misses. Sonia, it's your turn.
Now I'm angry.
All right, I'm gonna cast Rage.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying.
I don't know what you did
Oh,
there.
there it goes. That's it, right?
That's not actually casting it. Give me a second here. What we need to do is add an action, add effect, and then we need to take this right here and copy that into the effect instead, and do that, and make duration. It's 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
Targeting self. Now click it. Click the effect portion.
Still doesn't say 1 minute, but. No, it does.
All right. So now, and just make sure that it. Did you play that twice to yourself?
Possibly 3 times now.
Let me go in here. No, it's only once. All right. So
Yeah,
go ahead and attack. We'll just double check that it actually does +2 damage when you do the attack rolls. All right. Go ahead and roll for it. That definitely hits. Alright, effects +2. Yep, so it does. So you go in and you hit it with your great club, and it bounces off. It doesn't dig as much as you think it would.
The hell?
Bash it again.
The mimic is a little bloodied. All right, large angry crab.
First time, did he?
It did. I just didn't notice it. That is on me. Large angry crab 1 goes after. Oh, okay. Can you do anything about a 20? You cast mage armor, right? And it hits you again, Ephraim. And it rolled a 1. You're lucky. Ephraim, it's your turn. And remember, Sonya and Radicus, you both have inspiration.
Okay, I draw my rapier because I forgot to say I drew it last turn.
Performing an attack action draws a weapon the same action. Alright, that hits.
And then
Stab it right in. This giant crab been tormenting you, nipped at you twice. You stab it right through the face, and it's skewered at the end of your rapier, and it's still there, trying to, and it dies.
Alright. Then I move 5 over there.
All right. Radicus, it's your turn. What do you wish to perform?
I'm going to squeak loudly. Beep, 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 beep. And a swarm of rats come. A bane of rats comes up from the projects and swarms over the crabs and the mimic, and they have to make a Christmas save.
All right.
So I cast bane on them.
Charisma save.
Yep. I don't think these rats are. You got 3 things targeted.
Yeah, it's bane.
Oh, that's right. You can do. It's up to 4 targets, right?
3, I think, for bane. But they are baned. These rats are just annoying them and harassing them and running over them, and that's biting them,
Licking their privates.
all the things rats usually do.
Yeah,
That's my action. For a bonus action, I think I will inspire Ephraim with my bardic inspiration.
All right.
But you're looking good there, Ephraim. Don't hit the rats.
D6 for ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws there, Ephraim. Kenai, it's your turn. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, I can't move, so we're good.
Was that regular bardic inspiration or combat bardic inspiration?
It's just a regular. I'm
Alright.
not a Valor Bard.
It looks like that mimic's going to take a while, so I'm going to try and clean up the field.
All right.
Go
Sounds like a smart plan.
Angry Crab 3. Have a sharp pointy stick. Or not.
And you put an arrow right between Gorshkin's legs instead.
Hey, use the arrow. It's a gift for you.
Is that all your turn there, Mr. Kenai?
Yep.
So you see this arrow right between your legs. You look up and you see the goblin smiling at you, and it's most friendly goblin type smile he could muster.
It almost got your bull dangly.
I believe in you, Gorshkin.
Oh, sorry. I started a trend.
That's actually, let's see. There has been so many ones in both damage and rolls. Oh my god. A third of the rolls in both damage and attacks have been ones. That's from the rolls I've been doing as well.
Let's get all the rolls out.
And then me and Radicus both had a run on our initiative too.
Yeah.
Alright. This guy still has yet to be attacked by Ephraim, so he doesn't notice him yet. He's going to go after that waving after that rat tail again. Ooh. He managed to hit the rat finally. He gets 6 right into your tail.
Ow.
And you hear this. Mimic's turn. It's going after good old Sonia. Scores a critical hit. Yep. Partially resisted. Still took heavy damage. Alright. It is number 3's turn. And it totally misses you, thanks to the Bane. And Sonia, it is your turn. Don't worry, if Sonia drops, she comes back up with 1 hit point.
It's true. It's happened before. Okay, she's still going after me.
Would you die already, you stupid thing?
That definitely is a hit. You dig quite deep into it again. It still bounced off, though. You didn't sharpen your club hard enough to...
And sharpen this thing longer next time.
Tom.
Alright.
If it's sharp enough, you can make it a piercing weapon.
Start killing this crap.
This turns to stick. Sharp stick.
Well, she's got a spear, but I'm afraid to stab it. I don't want to break my spear.
Alright, you kill that crab.
Alright.
So you got
And then
you got a second crab. The first crab got pushed further up the rapier. You got 2 of them trying to grab at your hands right now.
Brought to you by a
I pull out my well-kept dagger.
Alright.
And I go to...
Only if both weapons are light can you perform an offhand attack. Both weapons are supposed to be light. No, rapier's not... As far as I remember.
Mind,
Rapier's a finesse weapon, but it's not light.
If you have dual wielding feet, that is something
you gotta
that
have dual wielding. The rapier's not light. I was trying to do that.
But it is finesse.
It is finesse, correct? No, it's not. Yeah, it is finesse, but not light.
Yeah, it is finesse. Yeah.
Yep. Radicus, it is your turn.
I keep on forgetting that.
Rats in defense of me swarm up over this mimic, and they're viciously distracting rats. It fails its save, takes some psychic damage as the rats crawl into all of its uncomfortable bits, and it has disadvantage on its attack.
Okay, so these disgusting-looking fleas crawl down Radicus, and just like pull her up on him and start going all over what would be the mimic's eyes. It's like, Its little brain is very, very hurt right now by 4 points of psychic damage. All right, Kenai, it's your turn as you sit up in your sniper perch.
I can't make up my mind. Fuck you, crab. Ah!
Oh my god! Another arrow goes right between
I'm not going after that
Gorshkin's.
crab anymore. That crab is immortal.
You know what, Gorshkin? This time the feathers like flicked right across the sack. Just went. You're not sure if he's friend or foe at this point, or what he sees the target.
I'm distracted by your amazing manhood.
You see these two massive
Which y'all
huevos
skip with
just
an arrow.
rolling like every time he attacks. You just see this.
It's hypnotic. Wear some pants.
That is a hit. He hits.
Thank God.
It's straight up dead. You instant split. It did double its life. So you go into it, you like smash it against the ground, and you flick it up, and little bits roll
Not
up
so much,
against.
we're gonna eat that.
It just slams up against Ephraim's face. He's covered in crab guts. The other half of the crab is still like pierced by your horns. Dies real fast. All right. And the mimic is then going to go, after being covered by the rat's goo, it's going to go after you. Oh my god, I hate you and your stupid goddamn bane. Alright, Sonya, it's your turn. Oh, plus it was supposed to roll at disadvantage. Let's see what its other roll would be. 9, yeah, we still wouldn't have done it. Alright. Sonya, it is your turn. Miss Sonya rolls a 2. She is really disturbed by what she saw Radicus do. Cover it with fleas.
No,
Just
she
realized
disturbed that he destroyed it with the horn and she was gonna eat it.
My fruit! Ephraim still got 2 crabs attached to his rapier. Oh, sorry. Ephraim, it's your turn.
Can I get there? Just north of Atticus.
I would say you would have to perform an acrobatics or dexterity saving throw if you're going to attempt to stand on the railing of a moving ship.
But that would look so badass. You have to do it.
You are, you are, what do you call it?
Okay,
Plaything right now, so it's at advantage. So you see Ephraim, he's singing his tune, his ancestral tune, and that's where you wanted to go right there?
Yeah.
He kind of graciously does a one-armed handstand move and plops his legs directly on the railing, and he's sitting up there.
And I just realized I have no ranged cantrips. But
That was your choice, not mine.
You can fix that next level.
Radicus, it is your turn.
I'm gonna rinse and repeat and have vicious rats swarm over this thing again.
Where was he keeping
Succeeded
those?
to save, made the save, so that's it's a pass.
Kenai, you got 1 target this time. Real easy to choose from. Hopefully you don't hit Gorshkin this time.
Oh, close.
An arrow just goes wide into the ocean. So that arrow particularly you can't recover. The other one so far you can.
All right.
Gorshkin, it is your turn. Nat 20.
Oh yeah! Wah, wah, wah. Insert Vuvuzela sound.
Is this smite? Does that have to be cast beforehand, or is that with it? I forget. Okay. I thought you had to cast it beforehand then.
So yeah, a divine
Yeah.
smite you can do after the fact.
Yeah,
A
searing
searing
you do
smite you
before.
have to cast beforehand.
But because you are learning a new class, I will let this one slide. So you drop the effect on yourself. Yep, and then roll. Make sure you put the C's on there. All right, you're good. Yep. So go ahead and drop the other one.
Ooh.
So you just see Gorshkin, his horns. Is that fire damage or what is that? You see his horns coated in this hypnotic fire. He prays to his god of Deltrind, hoping for his hammer to strike true, and his horns glow. This fire just comes off of it, stabs right into the mimic, reels back in pain, and it realizes that it's actually contending with something for real. Having seen that, the mimic is going to get scared shitless of it and go after Gorshkin now. Wait, why is he attacked himself?
Kill yourself! Kill it! Delete your account!
Does a 19 hit you, sir?
Kill yourself. You can do.
All right, so you take 17 points of damage. It bites into you. Yep. It rolled literally close to max.
Wow.
But this mimic is it's like an animal crouched in a corner, protecting itself from dying right now. It is vicious, but it does not look long for this world. Eight plus 4 plus 5. D&D, we do math. Sonia, what you doing?
She's gonna grapple the mimic.
All right. What are you planning on doing with the grapple? Just curious.
Throw it overboard.
You're gonna throw the rat with it.
Oh right, he's holding on to him. Oh, that's right.
You can choose to. I will give you double inspiration if you perform that task.
Never mind.
But you're gonna have a Radicus reroll.
I will remember.
Oh,
you song.
The mimic floats.
Okay, great glow it is.
I really wanted you to do that because if you touch a mimic, you automatically get grappled.
You stuxies.
Yep. All right. So you hit with your well-kept great club, and it smacks into it, and you do a lot of damage, but still bounces right off.
Yeah, this is a tough song, babe.
Alright. Here I go.
Use your boomstick.
You hit. Why is it called Rapier W?
Because keyboards.
And there you have it, folks.
Almost killed it.
I'm gonna infestation it again.
All right.
A swarm of insects and mites pour over this thing.
It's a failure. It failed straight up.
Getting inside its nest now. It's resistant to poison. Nasty.
All right. it deals poison damage, so naturally it normally would. Kenai, is your turn. Can Kenai make the
I
last?
can't believe this thing is still alive.
Can Kenai kill it?
I would have
Maybe.
thought Radicus' smell would have killed it by now.
Yay!
Well done.
So as you go, you slay the mimic, and it dies.
Mhm.
All right. As you turn around, you notice that the crew had been fighting some other large angry crabs themselves. Just finished.
We'll eat like kings.
Are you the king crabs now? All right.
Let's look inside the treasure chest now.
I
It's
think
not
your
really a
loot,
treasure chest, but
loot will be guts.
so you look in the trawling net that was dragged behind the ship and pulled up. You do notice. Well, let's see. Give me an investigation check there. One of you that would be more of the looter inclined, or up there in front. Either Radicus or someone that's up there.
In the tower?
Sonia just she's like crabs. Radicus, you notice two things. You notice the bottom of it. You notice a very dented silver cup.
Ah, right.
The
Excellent.
Holy
Something that
Grail.
I can use with my bucket.
And you also notice a necklace that looks like all the jewel stones had been popped out, but it's still made of semi-precious metal.
Ooh, semi.
Oh, look, I found a necklace. We should cut up the mimic for mimic steaks.
I will add those to the party sheet.
One rat, one cup.
Oh God, no!
That's better than 2 rats, 1 cup.
So you can go ahead and grab those out of there, Mr. Rat.
All right, we should turn the mimic into mimic steaks and have a barbecue up on deck.
Well, no, I don't think a fire on a wooden boat. There's a place that we cook. It's below decks.
There's plenty of water.
Radicus clearly doesn't know how a ship works. Everyone realizes that. Gorshkin knows after his time trade that no. Fire burns wood.
So after we have a lovely meal of crab and fish, I would like to take. I'd like to have a word with Russabella.
All right. So you guys go down, and you had just eaten. You were halfway through eating breakfast when you were rudely interrupted by Radicus's findings, and goes downstairs. And first mate appears to be a pretty good cook. I mean, he cooks it up, and the captain's still on watch. And who was it? Let me look at the order. So Radicus is finishing his shift, and the captain is at the helm. And she sees you approach and doesn't say anything because she's concentrating on the sailing.
Captain, if I might have a word.
All right, what you need?
So I was on the midnight shift for watch, and
You relieved me.
yeah, I was with Vulsar, and I gotta say, Vulsar's a great gnome and all, but Vulsar's kind of blind and doesn't know his way around the helm all that much. I've got some experience, so I'd be happy to be a night helmsman if you like.
I don't trust you enough. I know Kroll vouches for you, but not until I see something later.
All right.
But I'll definitely keep you in mind if he goes sick or crashes into something. We're testing them out.
All
Won't
right.
crashing into something be a little late?
You gotta learn somewhere.
I don't want him to run on rocks.
Do you not like rocks, Sonia?
Not when I'm on boat, no.
Alright, so with the rest of Radicus's shift, it ends, and it is now Gorshkin's turn. So you, if you wish, because while you're on
short
watch,
rest,
you
or
guys can
long rest?
choose to rest during that time, as long as 1 hour passes before something happens. So the rest of you guys are down below, so you can roll as many dice as you want.
I'd like to take a short rest to get some shit back.
Alright, so I will put a short rest, so you guys can... Oh, I pushed out a long rest, and I did not mean to do that.
Alright.
Please report yourself.
Hey!
Gorshkin, how much were you hurt? It was 12, I think? No, 17. 17 points. Sonia, you were hurt half your life, 16. Yeah. Kenai was not hurt. Please check off your spell slots if you could. You had, I think, 2 was on Gorshkin, 1 was on Radicus, and I don't think F had done any spells, as far as I'm aware. Greatly appreciated.
I am going to sit in the bottom of the deck and...
I actually only have 1 hit die left. It didn't register 1 for some reason, but it healed me.
Alright, so you guys are down below. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got a map down here.
I'm going to sit at the bottom of the deck and play my panpipes to the rats, and it's a soothing music. So those people resting gain an extra 1d6 hit points.
So you guys can roll
a short rest.
So you roll d6 for everybody there? Roll on the open?
Yeah, I can do that.
Everybody can add that to it.
D6, here we go.
Everybody has 1 extra hit point. That's it. So you hear this really terrible, like...
What are you doing?
You said 1 extra hit point?
Yep.
Yeah.
For you, the wizard, that means a lot.
I'm thinking about taking the tough beat sooner or later.
You have 20 hit points for a 3rd level wizard. It's pretty damn good.
Mr. Gorshkin, give me a perception check for your watch. Roll my table. Alright, my table has been rolled. Alright. So you seem to be very tentative, very wary after your encounter. And you see okay. You pass a shipwreck. Across the remainder of the deck, you see an entire crew of pirates crucified and bleeding by the neck. Above it circles a bunch of carrion vultures, very large in size, with about an 8-foot wingspan, about 20 of them.
Oh.
Are they alive?
Are you above deck? Are you above deck or below deck? Judging by their condition and that they're slightly bloated, you would probably say no. You don't have much nautical. Give me a history check there, sir. Were you? I thought you were. Okay, well, give me a history check.
Huh. We wrote that background for what? For what?
All right. Yeah, you definitely recognize this style of ship would definitely be a pirate. It's been smashed up against a rock. Not much of the ship remains. Maybe like wrong group of people there. F. I'm sorry. Does that make sense to you, F?
Yeah.
All right. Do you wish to point this out, or what's going on? And at this point, the first mate is helming the wheel, and he looks over and he goes, "Oh, jeez. God, there's been more of that lately around now. So you got to be careful on these high seas. You never know who you run up against."
So these pirates floating in the water? Or?
No, they. It's a ship that smashed into like a rock that was sticking out of the ocean, and they're out along what remains of the ship is a bunch of crucified pirates.
Do you think we could board the ship and have a look?
Give me a perception check. Gorshkin, you do. He's the one on watch right now, so you don't see any of that. Gorshkin.
I was looking.
You look at it, you're out bug-eyed because someone who's traveled the seas, this is a bad omen to you, so you're kind of going like that. And the first mate speaks up again, and he goes, "Tales have it, ships that glide across the water don't even need wind. It's scary times."
Which witchcraft is this? That ships don't need wind.
Sounds good to me. All right, and with that, the remainder of your watch is over. So that would have been. Let me look at the. All right, so Radicus was 0600 to 12. So Gorshkin did 12 to 1800. So it is now a nighttime shift again, and is now Ephraim. So Ephraim, you will be doing the 1800 shift.
Okay.
That'll be 6 p.m. for you civilian folk type. Or people that don't live overseas that use a 24-hour clock.
Can we take a long rest while we're not on watch?
Let's see. For those of you that are not on watch, you may take a long rest. But the person that was on watch that just came on, yeah, as long as nothing happens during his watch, yes, you'll be able to do that.
I will start taking a long rest.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a perception check there, F. And I will roll on my table.
In the tower or fun
No,
zone?
because you're the only one doing it. It goes out in the open. No dog pile in here. All right. We only got a little bit longer we're going to go because I don't want to do too much stuff without Varus there. So we're going to do maybe like 1 or 2 more events. Okay. All right. You notice where is it? There it is. As it comes to night, the sea is calm, and you see a small lifeboat approaching towards the ship, head on. The current person that's at the helm is your blind man with the cataract for eye, What do you do? You see a lifeboat heading directly towards you head on.
I say, I'll tell them lifeboat off the bow.
Yeah, lifeboat? I don't see no life. What you talking about, lifeboat? No. Which way to go?
I'll say whatever, be a little bit to the port.
Aye, port. Goes off, and you see the ship barely avoids destroying it. Past it, you see a wiry old man with white hair and a mustache rowing hypnotically. He does not look to his left nor his right as you pass by him. And you see him facing straight forward, staring off in the distance. And with a shiver in his voice, he repeats, "The black, the black, the black." And he just keeps saying it over and over again as he gets off in the distance. He's hearing, "The black, the black, the black." So that is what you hear there, Mr. Efrel.
I look to the helmsman and be like, I don't think I came across that before. You?
This is the gnome's like, no, can't say I see much. I'll count the bad eye.
Well, I haven't heard of anything like that before. I'm sure your ears are a little bit better than your eye.
That'd be true. Yeah, there's been some weird things here on the high seas. Not sure if anyone told you about it.
He might have gone sun crazy.
There's maybe sorcery at loose out here. He goes, there's... You never know. I don't want to speak ill of certain things, but they've been interrogating people on ships, and rumor has it they've been blaming on other people. I said too much. I think he shuts up. And your watch comes to an end, and I will push out an actual long rest this time to everybody. This is not a fake one.
My internet connection, I didn't catch any of
that. Good morning, ugly elf man. What'd you see? What happened? What's going on?
So the first day is... You're on your second day now.
Hey, Efrel! What'd I miss?
You turn over for watch with Efrel. Does
Efrel pass on the information of things he saw?
I'm sure he did, because he's not here.
I say,
we didn't see shit.
all I'm hearing is robot right now.
It's not, that noise isn't, wow.
I think it's Vader.
And I tried practicing and muting Scratch, but now I can't unmute him. What the hell? Why can't I unmute you? That sucks.
I muted myself, and then I got asked a question, and my screen froze, and I couldn't unmute it.
I want to unmute you. Shit, he's talking about me, isn't he?
No. I don't hear him saying anything.
Yeah, I think he has himself muted.
Yeah, he may have muted
himself. All right. How long ago did I mute myself?
It's been about 10 minutes. We've been wondering what the hell you were saying.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, I am. It's only been about a minute.
Okay.
I remember it was just fog, and then that was about it, really.
Was that background noise intentional, or was that just somebody saying?
That's on Invaders. He's got a really loud heater going right now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the boat wind. I was like, God damn, it's storming on deck.
You all get 400 gold.
All right. So next up is going to be, according to the order, is, let's see, after this went to be Varus, who you guys can't find for some reason. We're just saying it for that sake. Sonia, it'll be your turn.
We're on a boat. How can he be missing? Man overboard.
Oh, let me go back on deck.
Sonia, it is your turn. So did you turn over anything with Efrel? Efrel, you turn anything over with him?
What?
About what you saw?
Yeah. I would say I saw old man rowing a boat, saying something about the black. Not
What?
I would.
That doesn't
My
sound
internet
good.
connection's just shit tonight.
That sounds bad.
Captain!
And we're heading straight towards where he came from.
Oh shit.
Well, the general direction, at least.
So I need you to roll. I need to roll a
Captain on
perception.
deck.
I need you to roll a perception check there, Sonia.
I'm trying to get to the captain.
Like you're the captain. It's in the middle of the night. She has like this disheveled red mane of hair going everywhere. Oi! What you calling my name for?
Hey, there was a guy rowing a boat, and he was coming from the direction we're going, and he said, "Don't go that way."
What? What exactly did he say?
He said, "I wouldn't go that way. There's a sea monster."
Roll me a deception check.
Very big.
Out in the open.
So we can all see your shame.
You're clearly afraid. You're clearly afraid. You're like, like, bad. It's like,
Oh, yeah. It's like,
she looks at you and she goes, so you're telling me you woke me up in the middle of the night because you're afraid of the dark?
No. Okay, ugly elf. What did he actually say? Ugly elf.
I even kicked
The only thing I caught was, as a player, was the mantra of the black.
The black monster. See?
Yeah, he didn't even register that we almost ran him over.
For such a muscle-lady, you sure are a wimpy little kitty cat.
We're gonna die.
All right.
Die.
Sonia, did you roll your perception check? Yes, you did.
Sure did.
Well, you're supposed to roll it out in the open there, mister.
Oh, perception?
Yeah, for everybody to
that's
see
it.
your shame. Everybody must see your shame. Sonia, clearly distressed for the message that the elf had given you. She's sitting up there, and every little lap of the ocean or whatever, she's turning, looking around, afraid. She's up there with a little blanket. She's does not notice a single thing that happens during her shift.
Sees absolutely no real threats.
But you did sure see a bunch of things you thought were threats. So whatever event that was, didn't happen. Oh God, what is this gif you gave of the crabs? That is so disturbing.
That was breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast. All right, who is on deck next? Kenai.
Yeah.
It is 0 to 06 right now.
I'll munch a crab on my way up. So, Sonia, you see anything good?
Something's out there. It's trying to kill us.
Okay. Did it kill us?
No, not yet. I scared it off. I kept making a lot of noise.
Good job.
All right.
That's it.
It's just
Oh.
you got this biggest. Okay, do you ever watch the? I have to take a screenshot of this. I'm doing a side-by-side picture post of here. you'll know exactly what this is.
It's a great picture. You should make it your profile pic.
All right. Tell me.
That better?
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna have to paste this in. Hold on. This is of utmost integral importance here. All right. Oh no, I lost the picture. Oh, okay. This is exactly what you look like, though. I'm gonna paste this in. Tell me how much this is. What did it? Hold on. Copy, image, paste this in. This is what you look like. The big one. Especially with the plaid shirt.
Awesome.
Am I wrong?
I'm wearing the same shirt, too.
Yeah. That's why it reminded me exactly of it.
I don't know how to do his voice, though.
It's been so long since I saw. That was an amazing show.
It was good.
Not sponsored by the dinosaurs, but an amazing show. All right. This will be the last event for the night.
Brought to you by Eclipse Gum.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d20 there, Mr.
Right.
Kenai, for
Right.
your roll me your perception check.
There you go.
All right. So, majority of your shift goes unnoticed. You saw some dolphins swimming in front of your ship, playing up and playing with it. It looks like they're racing the ship, having fun. Every once in a while, one hops up out of the water and toots its little blowhole at you. Seems to be having fun.
I bet I could stick my forearm in there.
But off in the distance, you see another ship sailing towards you, and with your really high roll there, you see that the ship is called the Passionate Necking.
Really?
Go ahead and
Versus the grappler.
give me a history check there, Mr. Kenai. I'll see if you remember the ship's name.
No.
No.
I do not.
Well, I'm going to roll something else behind the curtain here. Okay.
Do not look behind the curtain.
I would say that with its flag that is flying and the name that is, you might assume that this is a traveling brothel.
All right. Hey, what's this guy's name?
He's
again?
about to jump ship. Next person.
Valser,
comes up to
Valser,
their
Valser,
ship
Valser.
And they're like,
Valser.
"Where's Kenai?"
Yes.
Come-
Where's that voice coming from?
Come,
What?
come,
What?
come
Who's
90
speaking?
degrees.
Come to my good side.
90. Oh, shit. I'll come downstairs. Okay, slowly come 90 degrees to port, and I'm going to lower the mainsail.
What's out there?
Poontang.
That is the rarest fish of them all.
I know.
He goes, is it a mermaid?
Actually, I better wait the captain. I will go down and knock on the captain's stateroom because I don't want to.
She looks incredibly pissed.
But it's a brothel ship.
No,
There's
like
a
her hair is
brothel
like
ship.
at this point her hair is like super disheveled. Had been woken up at Sonia just like a few hours earlier.
Sex. Do you want sex with the brothel ship? It's the passionate necking.
She goes, what?
There's a ship. It's bearing directly at us. It's called the Passionate Necking, and it's flying the vaginal flag. It's a brothel ship. I'm sure they've got plenty of D for you too.
And you go upstairs with her, and she looks overboard, and she goes, "So it is," and that's where we'll end the session.
Ah.
We'll leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger there.
Man. I didn't want to heave the ship too without the captain's permission because that's how you get keel hauled.
Yep. So, hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Tried something a little different. I did a lot less writing, and did a lot more random events that I just had a few words with and just went with it. So I hope you enjoyed the slightly difference here. You guys have traveled from Old Helm and you're on your way to Mercatar. and we will pick this up again.
Mercator!
Yep. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Well, we'll see you next week. Just a different game.
Well, on this one, you'll see us in 2 weeks.
Thanks for running, Skratch. As always, great job.
Have a good one.
Yeah, good one, Skratch. It was good. Thank you.
Follow us on Twitter. Guys by the sword.
Minotaur horns.
All right. You stop the stream?